Hey everybody. Hey Pogo Stick. Hey C17R. I know a lot of people were waiting for this day. Oh, actually, does someone mind? Oh, actually, I suppose I posted on Discord already. But yeah, hi everybody. That's quite a rainbow of names. Sam Hideo Ether TYXO. Hey Riverness. And Tyrion and Spoonbites. It's finally time. Adam is going to try out Visual Studio Code for the first time since the day it was launched. Today's stream will be about 2 to 3 hours and will involve Adam inevitably getting tunnel visioned on some particular Sublime feature that he wants in VSC. Sit back, relax, and watch as a group of people witness a man changing text editors. Hey Skylord, hey Reverend Priya, and hey Corvus Sniper. Yeah, just remember that VS Code's built on extensions, so if you feel anything's missing, look at the plugins. Got a bunch of new beta users. Yeah, probably. I don't tend to take too much of a look at the beta stats because of what I talk about in this video. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have an open mind with this. So here's where I left off. I haven't even installed it yet. So let's go install this. I should have read this ahead of time. Okay, let's skim this really fast. They're sending my data to Microsoft. If you use these features to enable data collection. Okay. Sorry. This is the most important part of using a program. Okay. I think we're fine. Hey Snacksy. Hey Playing with Scissors. Let's install this. Good. Don't want a desktop icon. Open with code action. No. No. And sure. Microsoft probably has enough data on you. Hey Alexio. And hey Blub. One of us. One of us. Yeah, so I have a bunch of different things written down about today. Like things to figure out. And I've got a bunch of extensions that people sent me. I think Hideo sent me, yeah, in a gist, yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this. Launch Visual Studio Code. All right, well, that was a fun stream, everyone. I'm glad I got to try this out. It's been a good time. All right, fine. This opened up a getting started window. Hey, Puff Seagull. All right. I don't think we need to look at this. However, we should probably bookmark this page. First steps, introductory video, user interface. Let's just dive in. Hey, Gun Dogs. We'll take a look at this afterward. In fact, I'll probably, if I'm confused about anything, look at this page about getting started. And then the other thing we need to do really fast, let me go make a new page about Visual Studio Code. Yeah, here. No, Playing with Scissors, I think that's from the Kipoga host. Okay, I'll copy this message. Yeah, the Kipoga host yesterday brought in a lot of people who were lurking. When I hosted Mitch, he had something like 120 something viewers. Actually, it started even higher than that. It was like 150 or 170. And no one was chatting. So I think it was just people lurking. Okay, so let's just take a look. New file. We'll save this here as a JS file. I'll just make a new VS Code folder. Testeroni.js. So first, we need to increase the font size. Let's try to find where the settings are. Control comma makes sense. So font size, I usually go with 19. Oh, add in the right hand side. Editor.font size. Whoa, it already put a number there. Nice. Chat activity matches the usual 80 viewers. I think a decent amount of people wanted to see this stream. Yeah. Okay, so one of the things I need to test. Whoa, I do not like how Control Tab works. Control Tab and Control Page Up and Page Down are swapped like they always are. So let's go find that. Where are the key bindings? Key map shortcuts, key map extensions. Let's look at shortcuts. Hey BGSS, you can just click on the pencil. Oh, neat. That is pretty cool. And then this will change it over here. Yeah, nice. Okay, I like it. Whoops, 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 whoops. We're expecting things to be the same, and they're not. That's the debug screen. How do we close out of this? Oh, you don't close out of this? You just change tabs over here. Hey, Quasi. Still using MonoDevelop? And hey, ZXIA. Am I switching to Visual Studio Code? I'm just trying it out for today. Yeah, so these are the kinds of things that... Whoop. I'm trying to click a name in chat, but chat's scrolling too fast. Hey, Leftist. How you doing? How did the stream go yesterday? Yeah, so I want to write some of these things down over here. Visual Studio Code. So we'll just write random tips. In the settings screen, if you click a pencil icon, it will automatically copy it over to your user settings and give it a particular value. Stream went well? It's good to hear. Yeah, I didn't get to drop in. Yesterday was crazy busy. Hey, Mike. And hey, Ramy. So yeah, one of the things I wanted to change was this. The other thing I want to change at some point is the font. I want to try out the Fiera font. But one thing I need to check now. So yeah, things I'm gonna write down the sort of immediate to do. Maybe we should just keep it all on this list. Okay, Liquidor. So changing Control Tab. Double click on one of the sidebar icons. Yeah, it's Control B also does this, and I'm fine with that. Control B in Sublime was build, which I never used. Hey, Axified. Yeah, Fiera code. I will take a look at that. First thing I wanted to see here is just console.log hello world. I want to see how many lines render by default, because I usually show about 30 and a half, and this shows 36 by default. And I don't. So what I don't believe here is Sublime says my font size is 19, but it can't be 19, because look at how much vertical space is being taken up here, and on Visual Studio Code it's actually taking up more, and yet I can show more lines. So I probably just need to change this to one higher. I guess I don't use size 19 font. Where are the settings? Oh, yeah, Control comma. Yeah, so let's just up this until we can only see the same amount of lines, because I want it to look pretty similar for you guys on the stream. Yeah, I play ladder, and I'm looking to see what's different about Visual Studio Code. I feel like I'm gonna get that question a lot today. Try prettier. I'll try prettier eventually. Okay, this is about what I expect. Yeah. So I guess the font size here would be 22. All right, that's the simplest thing. Now let's go take a look at keyboard shortcuts. So what I want to find is, where is Control Tab? Open next recently used editor. Okay, this should be Control Page Down, I think. But the functionality that I expect from Control Page Down is actually very particular. So try out how Control Page Down works in VSC. Yes, HB. Hey, Suncut. And Sky, Max, hi. Everyone's dropping in. Is one of the editors zoomed in? So when I open Sublime, it looks like this by default, which, like I said, shows about 32 lines. The reason I say 31 and a half or something like that is because usually there's a horizontal scroll bar. And so we got it to be pretty much the same thing over here. And I think this is readable on stream, right? The reason I pick about 30 lines is because it gives it a height that makes it readable. The other thing might have been line spacing that changed. So how do I customize this? Control Page Down. I don't know if I actually want this. Where did that just go now? Oh. Recently used. Yeah, and then this would be Control Shift Page Down. So I wonder what this is doing. Source user. So I wonder if I can see my user keyboard shortcuts. Can you reset these back to the default? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. But then they probably already have something here. Show same key binding. Move editor right. What does it even do? Oh, yeah, that's Control Tab or Control. Yeah, that's Control Tab. And then move editor left would be Control Shift Tab. Okay, so now if I hit Control Tab from here, that is not what Control Tab and Control Shift Tab should do. All right, I never want that as a keyboard shortcut, so remove key binding and remove key binding. I can change the theme. Yeah, I'm going to look into this stuff eventually. We're just going to take kind of a breadth first search of what I wanted to do here. Click the keybindings.json link. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Restarted. Okay. There's a plugin for Sublime key bindings. I like looking through this line by line when I try out an editor, because in the process of configuring them, you find out about things that may not have been in Sublime. So for example, moving a tab one position to the right, I don't know if that's in Sublime. I never want to do that, but it could have been something that I wanted to do. So I want to go through this, yeah, step by step. So we want to get rid of, oh, whoa, Control Page Up is doing something else. Page Up. Open previous editor, but it's also select previous page suggestion. I think it's, wait, what? Yeah, what is that? Yeah, I don't want this. Hey Wendy, thanks for the host. I was just in your stream, so I feel like if I ask how'd the rest of your stream go and it was anything different from what I just asked you when I was in your stream, then I'd be pretty surprised. Okay, we're going to remove both of these. And then I guess the same thing with page down. Whoops. Darn it. Okay, I did mess this up. Yeah, Control Page Up is what this should be. The problem is, yeah, this doesn't work how I expect. And hey, Klein Carey and Dr. Robotnik. Not sure if you saw the other night when you were on stream, I said I don't plan on getting affiliate. Oh yeah, I know, I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, and congratulations, by the way. It's going well, Wendy. Hey, Traffic. I'm trying to... Alright, I can't even keep up with saying hi to everyone. Empyrean Geek. I'm trying to customize Visual Studio Code sort of like how I have Sublime, just as kind of a basis here. But this stuff is already not working that well for me. I guess I don't know what these things are called in Visual Studio Code, and I need to figure that out. But I think it's pretty important that I get Control Tab going between these tabs up here, because I use that incredibly frequently. In fact, I have mouse shortcuts set to do this in Sublime, so that I can just do this and switch between tabs. And if I can't do that, then we're going to have a problem. And I'm sure it's possible. I need to figure out how to do that, though. Is there a way to just run this? That way I could see what it does? Because I don't know the difference between open previous editor, open previous in group, or from history. I don't know what groups even are in Visual Studio Code. But I don't like what I have so far. Control Tab works. It didn't work by default. It looked like it was opening in... I mean, I can just get rid of this and show you guys. Yeah, because here are the things I've customized so far. We could just get rid of all of them. There. No, 13531 doesn't really have any meaning. Alright, yes, Kai. Let me know if you do. Just send me a whisper or something. Hey, Malice. You use Control Tab, but it opens up some menu for me. I don't want that. I think groups appear when you split your editor. Okay, so groups are like this in Sublime, I guess. Those sorts of things are groups. Yeah, I don't know why Control Tab is doing this, but I don't have any custom keyboard shortcuts, and that's happening. Wait, is there an issue? This isn't a thing, so I need a plugin for this? This code supports this for key bindings. It's open next editor and open previous editor. Yeah, okay, so let's go do that. Fine. Open next editor. KS is this. Okay. And this should be Control Tab. Okay. Yeah. and then open previous editor. Should be Control-Shift-Tab. And then whatever Control-Shift-Tab and Control-Tab are set to, we need to get rid of. Open recently used editor and group. Yeah, I want to remove that. And then what is this? Quick open navigate previous in editor picker when in editors picker and in quick open. Oh man, this is exactly the experience I had with Atom when I was trying to configure it. Is that they use a bunch of different things and I don't know what the names or anything are, so maybe this is a bad idea to do first. There's a command. Maybe if you run that command in the terminal, it shows you what it does. You mean in this PowerShell terminal? You go under it. You Control E or Control Shift P. Is this called Quick Open? Okay, well we can just leave that as is. I guess, yeah, let's try this out. So Control Tab is working how I expect. Control Shift Tab is working how I expect. Okay, so now my mouse should work. Yeah, perfect. You can change the settings for which terminal it should use as well. Okay. Yeah, so Haxified, like I said, I wanted to make sure that I'm just looking through all this stuff myself and trying to explore this. The reason being that I'll find things that I wouldn't find if I looked at someone's basic config. So I'm specifically trying not to look at anyone else's key bindings yet. Eventually, yeah, I probably will get to that. Okay, so now I want Control Page Up and Control Page Down to go to the recently used one. Next, recently used editor and group. How is this still set to Control Tab? I don't have that set. And hi, we're... Okay, let's just set this to Control Page Down. Okay, so what does that do? Yeah, no, that is not what I want. Maybe because of this. Editor text focus and suggest widget multiple selections and suggest widget visible. Let's just remove this. Hey MPK, you haven't missed much. And hey Slayer Dart. I don't think my posture's that bad, but fine. Huh. What is this? Open next recently used editor and group. How is this doing that? Or is that just their menu for this? I don't understand. So if I click this one and then this one and then this one, then Control Page Down should get me back to keyboard shortcuts. And it does. And then it never gets me to testosterone. Huh. Okay, well I think that's fine. I think I can get used to this. Hey C-Line, how many mouse buttons do you have? There are 12 on this mouse. Group is like each panel. Yeah, I don't end up using groups, so I probably won't need that. Hey Riza. Yeah, if you want to check out the configuration I have on my mouse, it's here. That drop down that appears in a list of tabs in the order. Yeah. So that's what I think is fine here, which means that I don't need Control Page Up for anything. But out of curiosity, what is the less recently used one? Previous recently used editor. Oh, I don't want this one. Remove. I want it in just across everything. So this will be page down, and this will be page up. Okay, cool. Yeah, Bikudo. And yeah, I've heard a lot of things about. Oh, what happened? Control Page Down doesn't do anything anymore. Open next recently used editor. Oh, got it. Okay. I see. I swapped these. This should have been Control Page Up. And then previous should have been Control Page Down. Alright, cool. Having 12 mouse buttons is really useful. You can navigate windows with just your mouse. You can modify text if I want to delete stuff, or press enter here or space. I can do all of that from the mouse. I can delete an entire line of code if I wanted to. Alright, I also want to know when a tab has been modified a little bit more than just this dot here, because I don't think that's very clear to me. Yeah, so that's another thing we should look into. Highlight modified tabs differently. This theme. Yeah, I'll eventually get a different theme. I think I have that written down here. Probably. If not, I'll just write it. Try out a different theme. How many megabytes of RAM does it use when you load Botland project? It shouldn't take much, right? It's the indexing that is what takes memory. But who knows? Because I haven't used Visual Studio Code yet. You can change the default terminal shell by selecting the Customize button. I guess just customize the BCMD. So now I can type something here like node console.log hi. And then if I go back into that, okay, no, so what happens if I control W here? Nothing. So what if I exit the terminal? Then I go into PowerShell. Okay. I think that 2 terminals were open. Yeah. So exiting one went to PowerShell just because the second one happened to be open. I'm not sure if I like this because I have a shortcut to open up the terminal anyway. Hey, Mr. Sheep. Top right corner is a plus sign. You can add and remove terminals. Yeah, I saw this, but I don't think I want to ever use this. Because like I said, I have everything in here. But who knows? Maybe this is one of those things I should look into changing. Look at this sweet split icon at the top right of terminal. This. No. No. I don't care about that. Okay, but we will look into this. So, changing habits. Consider trying out the terminal directly inside VSC. Hey, Endurin. Alright, so what else do I want to check out here? Let's go take a look at some extensions, I think. So these things are done. Highlight modified tabs differently. I guess we should just cross these off the list. That I don't lose them completely. Highlighting modified tabs differently. Take care, Wendy. Thanks again for the host. No, I don't think it's going to be because it's not Sublime. There are certain things that need to be the same as they are in Sublime. So for example, duplicating a line is something that there's no reason why it should be different. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I'll customize. I don't want to spend too long just focusing on keyboard shortcuts here. But I do want to look at some of their packages that they have. And there were a bunch of things that people had suggested. So try out Git integration. Let's take a look at that. I don't know how we set this up. And actually the other thing I need to figure out at some point is how projects work. Figure out how projects work so that I can navigate just between Botland files or find only in Botland files. I believe a theme will fix that. Also the file explorer shown on the sidebar indicates modified files as well. Oh yeah, I don't want the sidebar open. That's another thing I don't ever use in Sublime. Sublime has that same sidebar, and I just don't care. But what I like is that Sublime makes it very obvious when there's an unsaved change. This nice blue bar at the top. So there's got to be a way to do that in Visual Studio Code as well, and we'll take a look at that eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna make a command about this. Sublime bindings. I know there are packages / plugins for VSC that give Sublime bindings, but I want to discover things by looking through menus. Word wrap, yeah. I have seen if I've used a boilerplate configuration. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, Control P is a quick file changer. I need to figure out how to get this to just go between Botland files. Hey, Vulture. What'd you just walk into? I'm just trying a text editor. There's a huge market on Twitch for watching people try text editors. Yeah, Git integration. I guess let's look up Visual Studio Code projects. How do you do this? Shows unsaved in the open editors, plus shows modified, new, etc. and use Git. Yeah, that's the thing I want to figure out though, is how do I even... There's source control. There are no active source control providers. Yeah, I wonder how you set this up. Workspaces is what they call them. So I'd have to add a folder to a workspace and then save the workspace. Okay. So let's try adding something really simple. Hi, ILW. So we're gonna go make a fake project here. It's gonna have a few different things. Why am I orange? People can change my lights, and someone wants to change them to orange. So we're gonna put it in a couple different files here. Fake workspace file. Hey Discord Flarebot, and hey Quentin. 85 filter and Minkler. Okay, and then we're gonna add this folder to the workspace. So add this. And now we get testeroni and fake workspace file. And then let's add one more, I guess. Just some fake data file, .json. Okay, so without having any of these open, now if I close every single tab and I type fake workspace file, okay, yeah, that works, but that's in recently opened. I wonder if, no, that should be fine. Oh, whoa, that stomped on the last tab that I have. I guess I need to open up a new tab before hitting Control P. Wait, what? What's going on here? No, this is not searching through file results. Yeah, I'm gonna need this to open up in a new. Do you have an autocomplete for JS in Sublime? No, it's just it's like a dumb complete, just searches for that text in the same file. It's not AST aware. I hide open editors in the sidebar with a setting. I don't plan on having the sidebar showing. In fact, I kind of want to get rid of all of these icons too at some point. Get rid of all sidebar icons. But that's probably a theme thing. There's a preview tab and then the actual tab. Yeah, so what I want is when I type in a file here, I want it to open in a real tab. I wonder if that's what happens. Yeah, that is what happens, but that's a preview tab. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Why not copy the Botland source folder so it's something familiar? Yeah, that's a good idea. Or at least copy some of this stuff. Or just, actually, the thing I wanted to test here was just workspaces. I want to get rid of this workspace now entirely. How do you do that? Close workspace. Don't save. Don't save. Yeah, and now I want to make a new workspace that has Botland stuff. So let's add in probably everything in here. Yeah, this folder, just packages. Hey Stevie Ocean. Hey JWO. Workbench.activitybar.visible false. Okay, yeah. I'll take a look at that. Don't use workspaces if you don't have to. Why wouldn't I use them? So I have this workspace now, so if I type something like arena.js, yeah, nice. Okay. And then if I want to open up a new file, and I type something like player.js, yeah, but then it closes the first preview tab because I never fully opened this. I think I got to figure out what I want to do there. So the nice thing about workspaces is if you have different projects that you switch between a lot, a workspace is good because it makes it way easier to switch. Whereas if you just keep adding folders, you're going to need to add, let's say you have like 7 folders for a project. Yeah, projects are just workspaces. Yeah, that seems fair. I also think there's an option to mark files as fully open. Yeah, that's one of the things I want to figure out. I'll just write like small options to figure out. Control P should open the file entirely instead of putting it into a temporary buffer. Just open the file. Oh, you're saying don't use that quick select? No, wait, no. I need to take a look at that. Enable preview false. So the thing is, I want a preview in some cases and I don't want it in other cases, and I need to figure out how exactly I do that. But yeah, this sounds like what I should look into. Because here's what I need to keep in mind, and I want you guys to know that I am trying to have an open mind here. There are habits I know I'm going to have to change here. So what I'm going to try to do is get some similarities to what I have in Sublime, and then kind of work from there. Okay, so it's one of those two things. Got it. Yeah, so next I need to save this workspace. I don't know where I'd save this, because in Sublime... Where did I save it in Sublime? Because that's where I want to save it here too. Save project as. Oh, Sublime had its own space for this, I think. So I want to save this in some Visual Studio location. Yeah, where is this? Packages, user projects, yeah. Yeah, plugins are being actively developed. Hey, Buff Giraffe. Is BotLad legit? Yeah, it's legit. If you got a link saying you can control my lights, that is definitely legit. You don't ever use workspaces? Yeah, but I do use workspaces, and so I wanted to try them out here. And I think this will work fine. I need to figure out where you save extra stuff in Visual Studio Code, though. So for now, I guess let's just save this in here. Botland VSC workspace. Oh, when you were saying, you were saying projects, workspaces. I thought you were saying projects are now called workspaces, but you're saying projects are better than workspaces and that they're two different concepts? Oh, I did not realize. So projects aren't there by default. There's something. Oh. This was confusing me. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that because I'm not sure what this is for exactly. Choose your own folder and set setting. VS Code workspace switcher.paths. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, and I haven't looked through this yet. I thought maybe this would be project manager. I wonder what they do here. Hey, Deep Singularity. Open folder will create a project. Okay, yeah. I definitely, so I misinterpreted the first message, and then everything everyone else said, I thought we were only talking about workspaces here. And so when people said I don't use workspaces, I thought they meant they don't use any sort of project management. But yeah, that's my bad. Okay, so edit projects. Yeah, this is pretty similar to what Sublime has. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a bit. So apparently workspaces use project manager extension. Oh, I closed the tab. Okay, cool. So we'll ignore that for now then. So I'll just close the workspace. Actually, I should probably leave it open for right now. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a bit. Alright, next was Git integration. I wanted to see how this works. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So how do I check a diff here? Open, discard, stage. Does discard ask me to prompt? Or does it prompt me to save? So I have player.js, I'm going to make a fake change here. Delete this. So I save this, it should show up over here, right? Yeah, and if I hit discard, okay, good, it does ask. But yeah, that works how I'd expect. Click it. Oh, I see. Oh, this is going to be, it's going to be kind of tough to manage while streaming. This is the kind of thing where if I'm not streaming, I'll have both monitors. But seeing something with the same font size and everything is probably going to make it pretty tough. Hey, Bluer, how's it going? I'm doing well. I haven't been able to catch one of your streams in a while, although a lot of the Hearthstone streamers, since the expansion isn't out yet, have been just switching away completely from Hearthstone, and it's actually really hard to find the same Hearthstone streams I used to watch. How are you doing, Bluer? Need a 4K monitor? You can do it inline in one file? Okay, maybe I should look into that. Visual Studio Code inline diffing. Am I also ditching Tortoise? I might. I don't know. How to compare files. You can change it to inline view by selecting switch to inline view options. Where is that? It's probably in the settings. Inline. Control if the diff editor shows diff side by side. So we want this to be false. And then we want to take a look at this. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Nice, Bluer. Congratulations. You're now a bachelor. Yeah, I think this is going to work pretty well for streaming. I like side-by-side diffs, and that's what I use over here in Tortoise. But the font size here is smaller. So what I need to have over here is that diffs use a smaller font size. And I don't know if that's doable. Yeah, because how many lines do we fit on this? 35. And there's even more stuff up here. You can pipe output to VSC, so you can do grep code. So do I have code in a new... Oh, code is already a shortcut for me. And it's actually a shortcut I use from time to time. What prompted me to try this? There's been a lot of people asking, and I'm always curious about what can be done better. The problem is that when I'm streaming, it's really hard to... There's a lot of suggestions, and I don't have time to pursue them all. So now I'm finally getting around to this. When working on a file normally, it has get changes. A small highlight is left of the line that you can click. Oh yeah, that's actually probably pretty helpful too. Let me go take a look at that. So if I say something like fake change, so that's like get gutter in Sublime. So I'm guessing this is that small change, and then I just click this. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that. That's something I should write down. VSC has get gutter from Sublime baked in by default. You can see changes you made to a particular file on the left of the line, and clicking that shows a diff. Doing the master's degree now. How long will that take, Blur? And hey, Kernelist. Okay, so let's say we remove a line. What does that look like? Okay, nice. Pretty happy with that. We need to figure out the shortcuts for diffing. Yeah. I'll eventually need to internalize those. And then how do you close that window? Okay. 2 years. All right. Yeah, that's pretty standard. You excited, or you feel like you're done with school? Also has inline windows for references, etc. Control click and import. I'm assuming that's not what you're talking about, because this goes to the definition when I control click. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. Okay, so control clicking. I wonder how you do that without control clicking. Yeah, how would you do this without it? Control space. Huh, okay, I'll need to figure that out. How do you open a control click menu? Alt F12. Peak definition. No, what I'm saying is control click opens up this. How do I open up this without having to control click? Oh, nice, Plur. And hey, Atrelu. How's it going so far? Yeah, it's fine so far. Yeah, control space is always Shift F12. Oh, yeah, Shift F12. Okay, thanks, Blob. Okay, we're gonna write this over here. Some keyboard shortcuts. Shift F12 opens the same thing that you'd open when you control click something. Right click variable to see options. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's open up that Testeroni file. VS Code. So if I have class person constructor say name console.log. I wonder if they have a... Yeah, log is a snippet that they build in for logging, although it adds a new line for some reason. Huh, strange. Oh man, okay, gotta customize that before I keep going any further. Where our key bindings are what, KS? Yeah, and what we want is duplicate line. It's not called duplicate. For some reason, it's never called duplicate in any editors. You go to the command palette and type in what you're trying to do. It shows a corresponding keyboard shortcut to the right. Yeah, well, Control-Shift-D should be changed. Show debug, I just don't want this. And I want, what does Control-D do right now? Add selection and next find. No, thank you. That'll be Control-E. And then whatever Control E was now needs to change. Quick open. I don't know what we're going to change this to. Show Explorer, what does that do? Alright. Duplicate and moving line up and down and different between VS Code and Sublime. For how to create custom snippets, look at this. Okay. Hey, Banana. I think Control Shift up and down. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, but now I'm stuck with, do I ever want quick open? So if I get rid of this, let's change this to something obnoxious just so I've got it somewhere. Control Shift Alt E. So Control E is this quick open. Why would I use this? And how is this different from Control P? It's not, is it? How are those two things different? It's quick open. Oh, they're the same. Okay, yeah, then get rid of Control E. That doesn't matter at all. We can remove that, and we can remove that. I guess I should just be pressing delete. And then this can change to Control E. Hey, Menace. And Granny Sith. Duplicate is copy line down. Yeah, okay, cool. So these things should both be changed. Copy line down should be Control D. This should just be deleted. Let's try that out. Good. I don't ever want to copy line up. And then Alt up and Alt down already do what I want them to. Hey Spen, it's going well so far. I am just slowly kind of unlocking some of the features here, leveling up in Visual Studio Code. Yeah, I'll look at these things later, I think. I wonder, yeah, there's no way they've got the thing that I was going to look for here. There are some menus in Sublime that allow you to work on selections. There are very likely plugins for that in Visual Studio Code. So Git integration seems pretty straightforward. I click this, Control Shift G. Yeah. Is the default Git integration shortcut. Did you test the saving discard shortcut issue you had in Atom? Yeah, I did. It's a Microsoft product, so I figured it was going to be the same way. For those curious, if you have some text typed, this dialog in Atom has no shortcut for don't save. So you have to press right and then enter like a pleb. But in Visual Studio Code, you can press Alt-N, which you conveniently bound to a mouse button, as you can see by the bottom right. Why this switch? A bunch of people have been asking. I'm not necessarily switching. I'm just taking a look to see if I should switch. And I mean, so far it's going well. Hey, Devena, did I find something I was missing in Sublime? So there are a lot of things I just didn't do in Sublime that I didn't feel like I was missing necessarily, but if they were built in, maybe I would have used them. So Git integration is pretty nice, having this here and then just being able to click a file. And presumably there's a bunch of other shortcuts I'd want with this, like diff the next file or save something, don't save something. And I got to be careful here because these are real files and real changes, and I don't actually want to mess with this. But yeah, one of the things I got to figure out is how do you not keep a change? So if I wanted to get rid of this, how would I do that? But I'll need to look at that later. I'm not too concerned with that right now. I did not like Atom as a text editor. I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't gel with me for some reason. So yeah, other things I got to figure out at some point are keyboard. Hey Percival, thanks for subbing. There is no diff next file, huh? But yeah, Percival, you're the newest viewbot. Thanks. For shortcuts around git commands. So next file, previous file. Take change from previous file. F12 in TortoiseGit. Hey Koja. I'll try that out. I keep going back to Sublime. So try out Git integration. I think that's it for now. Let's mark that as done. Workspaces I'm going to push to the bottom of this list. Make a new branch, commit it, then another new branch, and you can delete right after. You go to next diff only. Yeah, I will take a look at that. Atom Party insane. Figure out how projects work. Yeah, that's something down here. Okay, highlight modified tabs differently. Yeah, this is going to be pretty important. May not sound like it. Tab. Let's see what we've got here for tab. Tab completion, tab size, use tab stops, show tab, tab close button, right? Oh, I don't want a tab close button at all, right? I think I got rid of that. No, I didn't get rid of it, but I don't want it. Yeah, those should be gone. What other options do we have? Off. Yes, good. This is extremely useful as well. Git lens. Is this for Visual Studio Code? Yeah. Okay, I can take a look at that later. Hit pixel quick. You know what, how about this? For now, I'll put Visual Studio Code at the 3rd position. That way I don't keep going to Sublime. You didn't miss much yet. So fit to keep tabs as large enough to show the full editor label. Shrink to allow them to get smaller when the space is not enough. Yeah, just fit is fine. I use just raw SQL. It's this raw. It's been moved. What are you talking about, Imperial? Huh. Yeah, so they don't have anything here for making it more obvious you have a change other than this dot, which I don't like. Let's look at Visual Studio Code. Plugins or extensions. Where do you get here? So search, tab, modified tab. None of this is what I want. I wonder if a theme would just do this better for me. Hi, Trickless. Why do you hate it? Yeah, themes will change it. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking, Nexus tab. Okay, so what has anyone suggested themes to me? Do I even necessarily want to? Yeah, people have tried out. They suggested this. So what does a theme do for Visual Studio Code? Does it actually change syntax highlighting as well? Because I think I want to use Monokai for that. Maybe I don't. Maybe I shouldn't though. You can search in the editor. Extensions. Install. Install from VSIX. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty helpful. We'll write that down in here. You can search for extensions directly through the editor. By doing what exactly? Extensions, install extensions. P extensions, install extensions. It's just X'd in the command bar. When you say command bar, you mean this, right? And is this shortcut X'd? If I had done this one first, like, well, any of these other things, wouldn't that be the first that shows up in that bar? Control-Shift-X is extension. Oh, yeah, nice, okay. The default shortcut is Control-Shift-X. Or at least, it's very similar. So they have themes in the marketplace? Yeah. Okay. I'm ignored. Sorry, there's a lot going on. Left icon. What do you mean when you say left icon? Also, plugin search / manager inside VS Code left icon. Are you just talking about this? I want to hide these icons eventually, so I'm trying not to ever click those. In fact, I should probably hide those sooner rather than later. Because, right, all these things I think I already know now, except for debug, which I don't use yet. And the command for that needs to change. And Explorer, what is this? This is that sidebar? This is like Control-K, Control-V. Okay, so we'll write that down. Change some keyboard shortcuts. Debug is Control-Shift-D by default, and that won't work for me. Explorer is like the Control-K, Control-B menu from Sublime. I should set that as the shortcut. Yeah, I can hide the bar. I just haven't gotten to that here yet. But workbench, yeah, this. Yeah. I could do that now. I know you can press Control B to hide the contents, but I want to hide these icons as well. So let me just go do that. Let's do this. And just put this there. Yeah, there, that's gone. Everything in a theme can be modified through setting, and according to the docs, you can't modify anything from modified tabs. Really? So there's no way to do this? Overview ruler marker for modified content. Editor overview ruler. Oh, you can change it from there? Is that a temporary option though? View. It's called the activity bar. Oh, and this just changes that option. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, I'll put this here. You can hide or show the activity bar, the vertical icons on the left side by default in the view show activity bar. Okay. Have I ever tried view? I have not. No, so I don't ever want to show this again. I just want to know if I ever did need to, how would I do it? Also consider going full screen. That I probably won't do. Yeah, because so Karnak messes up every full screen application to the point where the taskbar still shows, and it's really annoying, but I like having Karnak on for streaming. But I don't usually use Sublime in full screen either. The other thing I want to hide is this bar up here. I wonder how to do that. Toggle menu bar. Yeah, nice. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I Alt-Tab out of this and go back in. Nice. Sublime has a problem with that. So if I Alt-Tab out of Sublime and go back in... No, wait, no, it's not that has a problem. It has a problem with something else. I don't know what it is, though. But it has a problem where this thing just stays open, and I don't like that. But I don't remember what does that. Hey, Ken. You can toggle the menu bar and hide it with Alt. Yeah, that I know. And I had done that. And I want to have that here too. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, so this looks pretty similar to what I have now for Sublime. If I go into just a regular file, yeah. What do these things do? Open changes? I'm guessing this is only on something that's in Git. Click this button. Or I could have just done this over here. Yeah, okay. Hey, Kappa. Is view trolling a good enough reason to ban someone? No. Alternatively, you can click the magnifying glass. Oops. At the upper right of the editor to open it in a new buffer entirely. Maybe what you want is Zen mode. No, definitely not that. Yeah, so Sublime has something kind of similar that's like full screen, no distraction mode. Yeah, enter distraction free mode. I'm just not a fan of this. I have seen some people use it on a YouTube video or a stream or something. I think that's actually a really good thing to use when you're doing a video. That way there is nothing else to confuse people on the screen. But I don't think I'm going to do this. Yeah. I guess normally what I would do is I'd have my editor sized to be next to my webcam. Hey, Nate. Okay, let's take a look at this again. So highlight modified tabs differently. This may be impossible. This may be impossible according to there. Which I guess would be kind of annoying because I'd have to look for just this dot, which I don't even want that dot showing up. I feel like there's enough space to have a color, so why not have a color? but I guess it's not possible. So let's install something for a new theme. That's the next thing I want to look into. Can you share an image of this? Yeah. Yeah, this looks kind of similar to mine. I have a magnifying glass button up there and you have X's over here. Flatland Monokai theme. What does this look like? Monokai Pro is probably going to be most familiar to me. Where is that? There it is. Yeah. I think it looks pretty good. Well, let's try it out. It seems like I can always install things pretty easily. Reload. Reload to activate? Oh, okay. Now activate Monokai. Monokai. Enter license. What? You have to pay for this? Please enter the email address you've used to purchase your license. What? Available in multiple editors. I mean, I know there are non-pro versions of this. Where do they even mention licenses on this? They don't mention license. It's a paid theme, but who says you have to buy it? I suppose you're going to sync your settings files yourself? No, there's a plugin that I want to install for that eventually. I haven't gotten to the plugin section too much yet. So I can use this if I just do this, select theme. It's not bad. File preferences, color theme. Well, let me install this extension then. YLW, I don't want people using tryhard in that way. I don't mind people using tryhard emotes, but I don't want there to ever be a correlation to racism for it. There's a default Monokai too. By the way, YLW, I only timed you out. I didn't ban you. To remove the pop-ups, yeah, I'm just going to uninstall this then. Uninstall. Where's uninstall? I guess let's just do it here. Disable, uninstall. And then I probably have to reload after doing that? Or does it auto reload or what? Reload. Yeah, so now it's gone. And now we just change this here. Color theme, Monokai. I wonder if now's the time to really just change everything. And, oh, I gotta change this thing too. This is not working how I want it to. Wait, is it working how I want it to and it's just not obvious? Okay, that's confusing. Yeah, so should I use a different theme? Is Monokai finally dead? Should we switch to everybody's favorite theme? Which was... Oh, God, I don't even know how to find it over here. Because I never end up changing themes. Yeah. Oh, there it is, color scheme. Yeah, Purple Haze was everybody's favorite, obviously. I mean, without a doubt, this is the best theme. So should we use it in Visual Studio Code as well? Oh, you're not using a theme for the white background? Yeah. Everybody hop on board the N-Perry train. Hey, Pawn. Okay, well, one of the things that was suggested, I think by Spoonbites, is plastic. We could try this out. A simple theme. There's also plastic slate. Let's just check it out. See what this looks like. Use the theme Bright Day. It's even got deprioritized punctuation. Plastic. How do you do this? Yeah, how do you switch to this theme now? I wonder if it's in here. Plastic. There it is. Okay, how's this look? Check out Dracula theme. Yeah, arcane water. Oh, type theme. Oh, Control K, Control T. And what's the deprioritize punctuation? What does that do? So all these turn gray? Is that what it does? Plastic. Oh yeah, okay, I can see the difference now. Do I like that? What am I doing in Sublime with this stuff? Sublime just has them as a white. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, if I just type theme and then switch between these different things. Whoa! You think anyone out there is coding like this? That feels like a joke you play on your coworkers. Yeah, but these are the defaults. I'm not going to find out if any... Whoa. Sorry, I'm blinding everybody. I'm not going to find out if there's anything in the plugins that look better than this. I kind of liked... Well, I shouldn't worry about this too much right now. It's like watching a child. Hey Marty, install extension Rain Glow. What is that? Rain Glow color themes. What does it look like though? Oh, 320 different ones. Yeah, maybe I should just stick with Monokai for now. Railgun and Darktooth. I mean, I'll take a look at these really fast and then I think I'll move on to something else. I do not like the look of this. Darktooth. No, I'll stick with what I have. Okay. So we're using Monokai Dark. Looks like all my code disappeared. Yeah. Install power mode? Oh yeah, you're right. What am I doing? How could you use an editor that has power mode and not use power mode? Oh man. Is this the most used one? Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Gotta have that. Reload. Wait, what? How do I unleash my power? Also, how do you customize a plugin here? Activate power mode. Yeah, I don't understand how to do this. Please go back to good old classic Monokai. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Okay, it's very apparent that we need to figure this out right now. The only problem is I don't know how to use it. So what does it say at the top? To enable, add this to your settings. So they don't have a way to do this by default. Most add custom settings in there. I wonder if there's a way to customize them from here too. Oh well. Okay, so let's take a look now. Console.log, this is amazing. It's shaking the whole window though. I don't want that. How do I stop that? I need to figure this out. Context menu items and menu bar items. Got it. So it's pretty similar to Sublime. Custom explosions. Oh, I can have bots appear when I type. I still have a reference to paid Monokai. It doesn't know to remove those. Where's paid Monokai? Monokai Pro icons. Okay, we've discovered the greatest extension known to man. This stream is now going to be an 8-hour long stream. Choose your own explosions with base 64 encoded GIFs. or full URIs. Oh yeah. Forget about everything else. Power mode custom explosions. Let me go find the picture on my computer. Stream emotes Atom bot. Oh wait, I've got one better. Alright. So how does that look now? Does that work? No, it's not doing anything now. Why didn't this work? Hey, Feynman. And hey, Partytron. Goodbye, Sublime. We can make boats appear when you type things. Only it's not working. It needs to be a GIF. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, reload. Power mode enable shake. Thanks, Purger. It's always power mode. Yeah, because it's the greatest extension anyone's ever made. There. No more shaking. That's super obnoxious. Yeah, good. Now I just needed to save this as a GIF. We've seen this rodeo before. You haven't seen this one? File converter. To GIF. Oh, that was easy. And you all doubted me. Where'd the file go? There it is. Ha 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 ha. So we put this into our settings file. Oops. Got to figure out incremental search at some point. Did that work? Why is this not doing anything? Okay, stop everything. Stop the presses. We need to figure this out before we can move on. Visual Studio Code Power Mode. Let's close everything else. We'll use the GIF as a mask, letting the shape of the GIF through the color of the text. Image, we'll use the GIF as the background. Okay, let's try this out. Wrong slashes. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I thought backslashes would... Oh, GeForce Experience. I want word wrap. Alt-Z is... Oh, Alt-Z is also the GeForce Experience thing. You put the file path incorrectly. You're saying these are not escape characters at this point? Or just use double backslashes? Because forward slashes work on Windows. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I don't think that's the issue here. So power mode background mask. Does that work? And there's also image. Oh, except for that's how that's supposed to work. Okay, well, I probably have to give up on this then. No, so like I said, forward slashes do work on Windows. They're typically backslashes, but they don't have to be. You can have Clippy. Incorrect type, expected array. When did it say this? Choose your own explosions. Oh. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, my bad. Does that work now? All I want is for this to be the greatest thing ever. So if I turn these off, yeah, we have power mode in here. This doesn't work though. And I still haven't figured this out. No need for a comma on the last. Yeah, I don't think trailing comma should matter though. I think this is like JSON plus, like what they had in Sublime. Yeah, so I want to take a look at their thing over here. Restart a GIF every time it's displayed. So this isn't a proper GIF. Maybe that's the problem here. Also, this looks super messed up. Yeah, maybe I should just give up on this for right now. Alright, yeah, let's move on. Who would have thought I'd actually move on from something here? There. So now we just have particles, regular particles, which look pretty bad actually. And then we'll switch the theme back to just regular Monokai. Yeah. Something happened though. We'll have to come back to that. Small options to figure out how to get bots and boats to work in power mode. Okay, so theme, we're done with that. Let's move on. Highlight modified tabs differently, apparently impossible. So let's loop back to this later. Try to figure out if possible. Okay, debugging JS. Let's go take a look at that. There's autocomplete with settings too. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier when I was testing this out. I wonder if there's any way to expand the size of this box. No, none of these are cornered. None of these are drag handles. Visual Studio Code. Hey, Hearthstone. Expand auto suggest box. Search the extensions for Chrome debugger. Okay, I'll take a look at that. How do I expand the drop down? Do they not have a way to resize this? Change height of IntelliSense pop-up? This is Visual Studio though. No. Is it in the settings somewhere? What is this even called? IntelliSense? What is this called? It's not IntelliSense. Auto suggest. Quick suggestions? I think that's what it is. Quick suggestions, so delay. Font size, line height. There's no way to make this any bigger? Kind of sucks. Hey, Meek. You have to use background mode image. Also works with static pings. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's try that then, Blub. Meet's back on the menu. We'll copy boat.png. Oh, we already have that there. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to work. Background mode image and custom explosions. I pass in the, oh well. What is this? The trailer? Oh, nice. Thanks, Walter. Enter debug mode and look the ID or class up for the div, and you can apply custom styling. Oh, interesting. Okay. Might need to restart this. Oh yeah, people were saying that earlier too, and I just ignored it. No, it's definitely an array. Yeah, it just doesn't work. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later. Also, I want word wrap on by default. Word wrap. Wait, no, I don't want it on by default. I just want to change the shortcut for it. So it's Control KS, word wrap. So we want to change this KK, Control Shift W, and then find everything that has the same key binding, which is close window. No. Bad. There. I'm not actually coding right now though, Meek. Don't make it an issue? Okay. You have to use slash instead of, okay. That doesn't make any sense. But if this works, then you'll earn yourself a smooth point, Blub. Oops. Oh, soft undo. I need to figure that out. I wonder if that exists in Visual Studio Code. That's actually really helpful. Whoa, it worked! Okay, so let's set this to... Wow, I have no idea how to stop doing what I'm doing right now. There. You all doubted me. But look who is coding Boatland. Yep, I've ascended. Professional developer, everybody. You can't apply custom CSS styling? It covers everything up. Yeah, that's a minor price to pay for this. Can we make the boats any bigger? Can we make the boats any bigger? Who do you think you're talking to right now? Alright, watch this. Convert to ping, source.png. Go to this file, change this to source. You ready for some gigantic boats, everybody? Oh wait, that's not any larger. This just has a white background now. Aw, hey Kosh. And hey Batman. Alright, we'll just change this one more time to gigantic bots. Oh wait, this is already, no, this isn't the right thing. Oh, I could have it be either image. Is this gonna be huge now? Yeah, nice. So that way you always know where my cursor is. You'll never lose it. Alright, we'll turn that off for now, but thank you, Blub. I appreciate that. So we did need forward slashes. I wonder if we can use mask there now. Whoa, whoa, Control E selects inside. I think, no, it doesn't work. Okay, well, anyway. Back to image and then turn this off. There. So try to figure out if possible, did I ever write the thing about power mode? It doesn't matter. Okay, so search the extensions for Chrome Debugger. Chrome Debugger, 7 million installations. Debug your JavaScript code in Chrome or any other target. What does this do? I don't know how this is going to work though with the amount of setup that I have. And to be honest, I actually don't really mind debugging in the browser. I just wasn't sure how this would work. You can also try the built-in debugger. Yeah, I think it's worth giving it a shot. Shouldn't you try features and workflow you already use, like to-dos, JS doc wrapping, and expect it to work the same versus testing new features? Yeah, I don't think debugging is probably super important, so I'll put this on the maybe things to figure out later. Low priority things. Okay. Auto-completing JS, though, that's pretty common. So let's go take a look at that. So we'll go into a file like player.js. And actually, you know what? No, let's not do something like this. Let's make a new file and call this deleteme.js. And we'll import player from player. And now if I type player dot, what do we have here? What does player even have on it? I don't know. I need to have the folder in the title bar. Yeah, that's pretty important. Because I need to know whether I'm in the client folder, the shared folder, or anything else. What happened to the lights? Viewers control the lights, and they can change them in the stream. Pepperoni and hi. Yeah, so I gotta write this down as something to do. Definitely try to figure out how to have the path to the file in the title bar. Because that's what I have for Sublime, right? Yeah, that's what I have for Sublime, and I like that, and I think I need that. Yeah, if there's a setting for that, I could just go change it now, I guess. Title, whoops. Title. Ooh, Pablo, welcome back. And thanks for resubbing. 5 months. Editor label format. Yeah, here it is. Controls the format of the label for an editor. Changing this setting can, for example, make it easier to understand the location. Short, medium, long, default. Yeah, so we'll set this to long. Oh, that's not what I want. I wanted to change the title bar up here, not the tab bar. I wonder if that's possible. Yeah, I got hosted by Kitboga yesterday. Yeah, this is not what I want. I need to change it for the title bar. Here it is. So can we just copy this over and then figure out how it works? Yeah, this is going to be perfect. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just really, really difficult to work without word wrap on here. So if I make a change over here, nice. Okay, I like that. Then active editor short. What is that? The file name. Yeah, I want active editor medium. So now this will show up as nice. That's perfect. So if I use project manager, which I think I have written down, make sure the title bar still has the path to the file compared to the workspace, e.g. shared source player.js. Oh yeah, linting in the editor I'm gonna need. Okay, so now we have the path showing up there. Before I'm done with this though, let's take a look at anything else. Then there's separator, sure, root name, yeah, I guess so, sure. Then this and an app name. Why would app name ever matter? VS Code? No. Get rid of that. Yeah. Okay, so what's up next? And Neochroma, that's not the kind of thing I want to give out points for. I mean, I do appreciate it, definitely, but... rename the app name to Sublime. You already got a taste of linting with that power mode array issue? Yeah, actually that's true. So the autocomplete is what I wanted to try out here. So let's say I make a player equals new player. Then what shows up? Params any. Yeah, so I guess we'd put in something like a name here. But if I wanted to see what this is, I could just do Control Shift F12 over here. And how would this work? Something like that. That's not exactly what I want. I wanted to see what the constructor looked like. But I guess I could always control click this. Okay, so let's just pass in something like ID5 name Adam. What's that weird typing thing? You mean these particles? They're actually much worse than they were in Atom text editor. In Atom they weren't as ugly as that. There are references on the import line too. Yeah, but I wanted to see when I do new player, how, it doesn't, oh, it does go to the constructor there. But then why doesn't Shift F12 show me the constructor? I'm not sure. Look at how quick Adam started. Yeah, that was not fast at all. Yeah, I like these particles better. These were more subtle. I either want super in-your-face particles like boats, or I want these subtle particles. And I'll probably need to figure that out some more. But yeah, power mode definitely needs some customization. Oh, what was that? What even just popped up? Just turn the power up. Just crank it. One thing that was kind of nice is being able to see all of the settings of a particular extension. Why is it? Where's power mode? Yeah, here. It's default particles. No. No. Max explosion, custom CSS. Yeah, I wanted to just shrink this a little bit. Yeah, well, we'll have to wait for them to make a better version of this. I think he added the bottom of settings when installed. But not everything does. Right, there's just power mode. Oh, unless you're saying they're added to the bottom of... Oh, I see. That's a good thing to write down. Okay. To see an extension, you know what, we should just make a thing on extension. To see an extension's settings, just press Control comma and search for something like power mode. You're a wizard, Harry. What was the one that they used for that? Yeah, magic. How do they... Where would you even customize this? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Rift exploding. Okay, obviously we need to use this for a second. Rift exploding. How does this look? It's so stupid. The reason it's so stupid is because how cheesy it looks. Cheese ball graphics. Alright, we're sticking with this for a second. I know this is going to be super distracting, but let's try it out. Hey, Nani. So yeah, what was next on this list? Auto-completing JS. Yeah, I'd kind of try this. So let's see. If I do this, yeah, we've got these different things. And I think I like this. Whoa, what did Shift F12 do there? No result. Oh, because it's searching for dot? So I do something like add bot bay, then we can do Shift F12. Is there a better way? I guess Control F12 is go-to definition, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's pretty helpful. I think we need to write that down. Control F12 will... Wait, what? Oh, interesting. Alt right and Alt left do this by default. So how did I even open that thing? I have no idea what I did to do that. Oh, when you control hover is what shows up. No, that's not even true. Oh man, I don't know. But there's no way to scroll down in this dialog that pops up? Seems strange, right? Like, it shows me the constructor, but I can't hover over it. Alt F12 is peak definition. So Shift F12 pops up. Okay, so definition related things. Shift F12 is, I don't know what they call this. I don't see this here. Anyway, it's like peek at, wait, yeah, look at references. See references. Alt F12 is peak definition, which seems to do nothing for me. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to do. Alt F12. This seems to do nothing. And then Control F12 is that. Cool. Alright, Above Seagull. Take care. There's always the VOD for later. So yeah, it seems like auto-completion here is pretty good right out of the box. Do something like apply ID mappings. I want to be able to customize the font size of this or something, or just be able to make it bigger. I guess Control F12 is the most important thing, and being able to say Alt left or Alt right. Yeah, I'll try out the Fira code font at some point too. So Alt left or right is go back or forward in history. I wonder what those are called over here. Alt left. Focus previous pane, go back. And so Alt right is probably go forward. Yeah, go forward. Yeah, I know about that, Ryza. I'm specifically not doing that though. I think, so Dvena, Karnak always knows that as long as they're in this menu somewhere. So if I do Shift F11, it should say step out because that's in the menu. Oh, I'd have to be in the debugger for that to work. Okay, well, something like this, copy. See, it says copy line empty selection. Always looking at the page I linked earlier. It has everything related to UI. Yeah, I guess I'll put a link to this over here. So customize size of the suggestions box. Hideo says you can customize everything via this. Okay, so let's go try the Fira code font. Where do we get this? Some stuff here too. Peak Alt F12. Wait, what? This didn't seem to do anything for me. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to do. Alt F12 doesn't do anything anywhere in this. Whether it's the caller, whether it's the definition. Wait, is that it? No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Alt F12 does, even according to this. Maybe I changed it. Hey, Gramanja. Rainbow brackets. I think I heard someone talking about this. Maybe it was on Discord. Functional demo. 2GUA? What in the world is that? Homepage. This isn't loading. Well, we can look at that later, I guess. Get light bottle. Alright, well, autocomplete.js, I think this is fine. It just seems to work, so we'll just cross that off. Linting in the editor. Hey, Nuffly. So linting in the editor, I think, was kind of working. The problem is that I need to have it work with my ESLint config. So if I say something like const a equals 5 and I don't use it, it should highlight this line as being bad. So we need to figure that out. Also, whenever I click something like A, I only want it to select matches that are the full word. Yeah. When selecting something like the letter A, I only want it to find entire matches, not just the letter A in params. Wow, I'm using fake Sublime. Yeah, I feel like it's finally time to try out Visual Studio Code. So this is an extension. Okay. Alrighty. Alt W is full word match. Toggle find whole word. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I see. So in the find dialog, Alt W is what changes that. And you can do this everywhere. Do I use this? I think I use this in Sublime for something else, maybe. Let me try this. Function foo hello. Yeah, I use Alt W for this doc blocker thing. My next point can be crossed off. Figure out how to have that. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, light bottle, that's definitely helpful. I need to just figure out how I'm going to do this. Alt W will do this, just like in Sublime. But in Sublime, I needed to have the find dialog open. I use Alt W in Sublime for re-entering doc blocker. How are you getting the shortcut function name mapped into your key? That's just automatic by Karnak. Okay, so linter, we need to go look at this. So let's save that for a little bit later. Look at how Sublime's F4 searching would work. Yeah, so let's search for something like cluster. Let's search for something a little bit more obvious than that. Okay, let's find out something that's pretty uncommon. Maybe blueprint selector. Maybe blueprint selector icon. Yeah, that's less common. Let's search for that. Blueprint selector icon. There's a lot of things I want to customize here. One of them is what files even search in. Yeah, here it is. So star.js. Okay, that's pretty good. I wonder if that'll show up every time now. Yeah. So how do you go to the next find result? Find next is F3. I wonder if that works here. No. Alt down and Alt up? No. Find in files, find next selection. Yeah, I don't know how to get to the next thing in this list. Yeah, hey Zeno. You just use arrow keys? Oh. Okay. Thanks, EPK. Alright, not bad. Then what does the X do? Remove it from the result? Yeah, nice. I like that. Okay, so still need to figure out soft undo. But that is pretty helpful. Can't use arrow keys if you're in the editor. Yeah, but you can give that the focus again with... No, wait, no, you can't. I could have sworn I saw something over here saying give it the focus. Did I not see this? There's something about focus in here. Find focus find widget. Is there a focus find all widget? Focus find. Just Control F. No, okay, wait. So maybe I'm not being clear here. I've got this, right? And I'm going up and down, and then I go over to the editor, and now I want to get the focus back to here. Control F doesn't do it, because Control F is the find in file. I want to find in all the files. And Control Shift F puts the focus back over to this bar. I want to be able to just go to the next selection, basically. I don't know if that's possible. Oh, I could press down a bunch of times, I guess. It's not great, but it works at least. Kind of works. I guess if I have this hidden, it would be faster. Yeah. Don't you want a shortcut to go to the next result without focusing the search bar first? I'd like that, yeah. But if it doesn't exist, whatever the alternative is fine. Well, I'll write this down. Find in files. You're looking for search bar, not find? They call it find in files, though. Because that's the thing I'm pressing right now. Search input box focus. Search input box. Can you give this the focus? Yeah, down arrow and up arrow, I see. But this is, oh, I see. Okay, so what we could do, I could put F4 as the shortcut for this. All right, I see. It's F4, search history, focus, next search result. Okay, yeah, we got to write this stuff down here too. And maybe even these. Search, focus, how do I copy this? Copy. Just add another one of these that doesn't have a condition. Or that has a condition of just search viewlet visible. F4 goes between files too. Oh yeah. Oh, this already works. Shift F4 and F4. Oh, so never mind. The only thing is, it doesn't give... Oh, it does give the focus there. Okay, yeah, cool. So that works pretty much exactly the same. Feels pawn, man. Well, you got a lot of snarky comments in yesterday. This works pretty similarly to Sublime. Control Shift F pops up the Find in Files dialog. F4 will go between results. If the Find in Files dialog has the focus, then the up and down arrows will also go between results, but the focus won't be in the editor, obviously. So I wonder how you give focus to the editor no matter where you are. There should be some way. Focus editor. Focus first editor group, Control 1. Except for that's not what I want it to eventually be. But yeah, so if I press Control Shift F and then Control 1. Yeah, I need to change that. In Sublime it was some like weird thing that I just never ended up using. Because I never had that problem. I don't even remember what it is. Yeah, I just didn't have that problem. But I think I would not have that problem over here. So we need some shortcut for this, I think. Is not have a vertical pane. Annoying to see long lines. Setting in my markdown if needed. Okay, I can write that down here too. And then also need to figure out a way to dismiss these results. Dismiss. There isn't a way to do that here. There's a dismiss button right here. That's strange. There's no shortcut for that? Search action remove. Probably. Does delete do that? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's probably what I want. Search action remove. Wonder if we could make this. Yeah, I'll need to customize this later. We'll just copy this for now. Set an action for, or a hotkey for search action remove to dismiss items without needing the mouse. Okay. Do I even want to watch from here? Martin, I don't think any of this stream is going to be that interesting. So yeah, I guess just watch from here. Take care, Leptius. Thanks for dropping in. Look at this shortcut to hide the sidebar. To hide the sidebar is Control B. But I want a way to, without hiding it, go back to the editor. And that's Control 1 right now. So I need to figure out, make tab control. Do I actually really care? Yeah, no, I definitely care. Because my to-do list is Control 1. Be Control 1 through Control 9. Control 1 by default is focus first editor group, which is useful to get the focus from something like find in files to the editor again. Clear search results. I don't know if it's clear that I want to do exactly. Where is clear search results? Here, escape. What does it even do? I think that's for just Control F, that it hides that. Yeah, alright, let's move on to the next thing then. So linting in the editor, yeah, we're going to get to extensions eventually. This is not super important. Is there anything else? Figure out code snippets. Someone had linked in user-defined snippets somewhere here. Customize when selecting something. Create custom snippets. Look at this. Creating your own snippets. Yeah, so this is exactly what I'd want. TextMate snippet syntax. With the exception of interpolated shellcode, which is not supported. Yeah, I don't think I know this at all. Yeah, well, we'll have to look this up then. I just use delete key to remove a search result, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, but that's when this has the focus. So let's say I'm pressing F4 a bunch of times, and I want to delete this search result because I'm like, that's not important. I probably want Control Shift F4 to remove it. It's not frequent that I want to do that. Usually I do want to just delete them from here, or delete a whole file, which I guess is pretty nice. That's actually really cool. That wasn't as easy in Sublime. Let's write that down too. You can dismiss an entire file worth of results with the dismiss button on the right side, or pressing delete when the find results have the focus. Yeah. Does a clear icon show a key binding? Yeah, just close escape. Yeah, I think that's what that's talking about. If you go to user snippets, there's an example snippet. Yeah, I'll take a look at that pretty soon. I want to make one snippet maybe. Where's snippets? Yeah, here. Figure out code snippets. So that's what is written right here. And then we'll need to write some notes on this too. Talking about the clear button in the sidebar. One of these. You said, does a clear icon top right corner of the find sidebar? Oh, no, it doesn't have a shortcut. How do I like VS Code? Seems pretty good so far. You can't remove one result without focus? It sounds like you can. There's a shortcut that was written here. Search action remove, yeah. So what I could do is I could just specify a when that this doesn't have the focus, right? I'm pretty sure that's how this would work. Let me take a look. Let me see if I understand what's going on. So I go over to here, click keybindings.json, then go over to this and make my new command and just specify a when that doesn't have this thing there. And instead of delete, we'll make it something like Control Shift Alt E. So now I make this visible and I'm in the buffer here. I press F4 a few times, then Control Shift Alt E. Yeah, it can remove it. I can do that. I just need to figure out a better shortcut for this. The JSON is below. Just need a keyboard shortcut. Yeah, Fatality finally trying this. Control F, backspace, escape, repeat. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to keep pressing like 4 different shortcuts to do something when one would do. So let's take a look at code snippets. Let's move all this stuff down lower on the list. Yeah, we're just going to move this here to the end because we'll get back to that. Yeah, I like it so far. I think it's pretty good. Am I actually considering moving? Yeah, why not? So code snippets. Actually, one of the things I want to figure out first is how do I get a timestamp? Is there a shortcut for insert timestamp? There probably isn't. And either way, I'd want it to be a certain format. You missed a comma before your shortcut definition. What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Spooky. Okay, so we should probably close tabs to the right. We need a shortcut for that eventually too. So code snippets. Code snippets won't let me do. I need to eventually at some point figure out how to make my own extension here. Figure out how to make my timestamp extension. And the other thing that I need to do is I might have more than just that extension. I'm not sure. Go to tab. Yeah, that was the other thing. But Visual Studio Code probably has this. And close tabs to the right. What is this for? Huh, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Probably has a shortcut for that too. So I probably don't need to do anything there. Go to tab, insert JS class name, that stuff. None of that matters. Oh, transposing characters. I wonder how Visual Studio handles this. Transpose. So what is Control T by default? Go to symbol in workspace. Do I want that? How does this even work? What is a matching symbol? There are no symbols here. What I mean with a timestamp, I mean being able to do this and have a formatted timestamp. That's pretty helpful. It's not the to-do list timestamps. This is just me being able to type out now and then have it turn into a timestamp. Hey, Dyslexic Frederick. Oh, nice. Okay. There's already something here. Insert date string. Yeah, cool. This is exactly what I want. Thanks. You can define that there. It has some variables. But this seems like it's pretty good. I could probably just use this. So insert date string. Got it. Install that. Reload. And then how do we configure this? We just go into settings and see it at the bottom. Insert date string format. Here it is. Why does it show up 3 times? Format, format, date, format, time. Oh, I see. Yeah, I just want this one. Right, I want whatever this is doing, which is date, time. So yes, this, and we'll just take the format directly from insert timestamp to be this, and then we'll figure out what this should look like in this new format here. Built-in extension store is pretty nice. It's definitely more useful than Sublime's. So we need to look up how they format these things. Right here. Let's just build this myself right now. Yeah, Albera. Yeah, well, all I'm doing is trying out a new text editor. I do find it funny that there are this many people watching. I've been using Sublime for a really long time, and Visual Studio Code is, I would say, up and coming. When I tried it on launch day, it was pretty underwhelming, and they've added a lot of features since then. So I'm doing a lot of really tiny tasks. So what we want this to look like is this, and we're gonna just put this into a buffer and try to figure it out. Okay, so where is the day format? Day. Text representation Monday through Sunday. So we want D, 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 and then we want a space, and then the month, MM slash day of the month, yep, slash Y, 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 and then a hyphen, and then we want the hours, 12-hour format, yep, hour, and then minutes with leading zeros. I don't know if I have leading zeros in my timestamps or not. Let's look at the to-do file. Leading zeros on the hour format, that's for sure. Yeah, leading zeros on the minutes, yeah, obviously. I was thinking about for hours. Okay, that's good. And then AM and PM, where's that? There. Cool. So this should be the format. You used 1M in yours, which means that for months like February, we wouldn't have the leading zero. Nice plugin for to-do files. Yeah, Fetson, I'm gonna get to that point. Yeah, Alfred Huge knows I'm just trying out Visual Studio Code. It's 11:02 p.m. Yeah, I realized that as I said it. Okay, so here's the format we want, and now we want to call insert date string in a file. So insert date time, Control-Shift-I, and this should look exactly like Sublime. Yeah, it looks exactly like Sublime. Cool. So now we want to change the shortcut so that it's even more ridiculous. Are you ready for this? It's going to be the first time anyone's ever customized a shortcut to look like this in Visual Studio Code. So insert date time, we're going to change the key binding to NOW Control-I. Oh, you can't do that. Well, let me try it anyway, and then go into here and see if there is a way to customize it to be like that. Can I do this to make it a chord? No, that doesn't work. Oh man. Maybe N space O space W? No, that doesn't work, because now just NO is doing it. You can only have 2 key chords? I want a 4 key chord. Hey, Gooseman. And no, Scissors, I'm not changing the date time format. Can't you invoke it in a snippet? Oh, yeah, you're probably right. That's probably how I have to do this. So we have to call this from a snippet. Well, it's a combination of snippets and an extension, it sounds like. Maybe a plus symbol between the letters. I might as well try that. Yeah. Let's put that back here. I kind of doubt that this would work. No. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, well, we'll delete that. Okay. And now we go work on a snippet. I feel bad for them. So there's an extension for this. However, I don't have now Control I working without a snippet. You define the whole timestamp in the snippets. I'm not sure about day, AM, and PM. Oh, you can't execute code, but you can use this, but you won't get the exact same format. Oh, so then it's not possible? Where's the extra variables? More snippet variables? Yeah. I need this exact same thing. Lewis, you should watch Kitboga. This is not going to be a very entertaining stream. You know what else I could do? I could just make this be an auto hotkey thing, although then I need auto hotkey running. Or I could just use a ridiculous shortcut like Control Shift Alt I. It's probably the best idea, to be honest. Control Shift. Actually, I don't use Control Shift I for anything already, do I? Maybe I just use that. Control Shift I. Insert formatted date time. Why is there an alt in this? I don't have an alt in mine. Wait, so what? Control Shift I. I messed it up. What's this doing? There's another control after it somehow. In the world, just remove and then uh-oh. Let's try that again. Okay, that does not seem to work. Yeah, it doesn't seem to even be editing this. Weird. Related issue. Allowing to execute function during snippet expansion. Okay. That's fine. Oh, nice, Albro. Yeah, if you're learning how to code, I have a PDF where I talk about some of this. Okay, so this apparently won't be possible. You can't execute extensions from snippets, and you can't have keybinds like now Control I. So the closest I can get is just a different shortcut. Yeah, Gooseman, that would probably be fine. I could just install the Sublime things and then figure things out, but yeah, I like to take the time to really customize things. So we'll make this something like Control-Shift-T, as long as that doesn't already do something. Control-Shift-T. Reopen closed editor. Do I use that in Sublime? I probably do. Yeah, I do. Okay, I can't do that. Then Control-Alt-T. Aha! We're free. So we need to go customize that. So insert date time, insert own format date time. So Control Alt T, and then just get rid of this. I need to figure out the delete line. Hey, Romania. So now I say Control Alt T, and it does nothing. I don't know what's going on right now. I think maybe we need to just reload this. Because something weird's happening. Yeah, it's still not working. And let's just delete this entire thing too. And this. I want word wrap to be Control-Shift-W. Yeah, so if I say, oh, Control D's not, oh man. Oh. To duplicate a line when nothing has, when there's no selection, and duplicate the selection when there's a selection. Hey, Popfiskin. What's the explosion thing going on? You mean power mode? Yeah, it's power mode. Okay, I think my entire key bindings got messed up. I don't know what happened exactly. But yeah, it seems like a lot of these are just not working. Also, some things are here twice. Control D, for example. Editor text focus and not editor read only. Well, some of these are fine. But the toggle word wrap thing, read what restarted wrote. If you have a minus in the command, it means it's disabling that command for that keyboard shortcut. Oh. I see. Okay, well, Control Shift W should work. How do I know if word wrap is on or not? Toggle. Yeah, how do you tell if it's on? You just need to have a long buffer. Yeah, so it's clearly on, and I hit Control Shift W. Yeah, so that's working fine. Why not the Sublime key map extension? Because of that. Duplicate selection on same shortcut as line is not yet possible? Really? Not even using the when? See a bunch of +1s, but no one's actually done that. Contextual duplicate. There's some issues. Fortunately, they fixed in a PR. Yeah, maybe I can use this then. It still has issues though. Cursor remains on original line instead of duplicated line. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write my own stupid thing if I want this. Well, we'll just put this here. Okay. So the timestamp extension is where we left off, and I still never figured out how to get this to actually work. So I want to close out of these things. And we want to insert a date time like that. There, finally. Okay, got it. So Control Alt T is for doing this. So I think we're just gonna, yeah, I changed this to Control Alt T, calling it quits here. So figure out code snippets. Yeah, I want to make one code snippet. Let's make get component. Get component does everything I'd ever want to do in a snippet. So we're going to do this. So for how to create custom ones, look at this. Okay, and let's just close out of all these other browser windows right now. I don't need any of these open. I also never got the Fira code font. We should try that out. How do you install this? Download, how to install. In TTF, double-click each font file, click Install Font. To install all at once, select all, right-click, choose Install. Sounds good to me. Fira code, where did this just go? Got it. Okay, so in the TTF folder, get them all, right-click, install. Okay, hey Flood. Can I stop for a bit? Yeah, sure. Let's take a break, everyone. EPK's got to get food. Here, Erglos. Am I migrating to VSC? Why is that? Good choice. I'm trying it out. I'm not sure if I'm migrating to it. If tomorrow you see me using Visual Studio Code, then it probably means I've migrated to it, in which case I'm going to get like a million questions for probably 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, I'm just trying it out right now. So now that we have Fira Code, we should be able to just use it by going into the settings, and instead of hack here, yeah, Fira Code has ligatures by default, and I want to try this out. Do I use it by specifying Fira or Fira Code? Also, there are actually a bunch of different fonts, right? Fira Code, light, bold. Yeah, so it's Fira Code, I think. No, that didn't work. Just Fira? Okay, gotta figure this out. Open the TTF file and it shows. Font name Fira space code. Nope. Still doesn't seem to work. I wonder if I just need to restart this. Yeah, rename the title to Sublime. Is this Fira Code? I guess we can find out by trying something that's a ligature. Close the, oh, whoops. Wait, no, that should be closed over there, right? Oh, you're saying I need quotes around this. Why do I feel like I've done this incorrectly? Hang on, let me change this back to hack and make sure that anything's working here. Yeah, this is the hack font. So if I want Fira Code, type Fira Code in quotes like that. Is this Fira Code though? How do you get ligatures? Also, how do you change the syntax to JavaScript? Set syntax highlighting? That is Fira Code? Okay, well, let's go to player.js and see. Does it use ligatures by default? I don't think so. Editor.font ligatures. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've never tried these before. There. Whoa. Okay. Syntax is bottom right. Oh, it's the smiley button. Tweet feedback. Wait, bottom right, third icon from the right. Oh, JavaScript. Okay, got it. Yeah, so it's called language here. So I guess we type change language mode, JavaScript. Okay, so if I do that here, KM, that did not work. Oh, control K, but no M, or no control on the M. So control K, comma, M, JavaScript. And now console.log, hello world. Hello world. Okay. And if I want to do like A equals B, what other ligatures are there that are interesting? B++. Yeah, that combines it. It's not fancy. VS Code instructions. Sounds good. Yep. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. And I want to write down this. Keyboard shortcuts, control plus K comma M. No control on the M part. Is change language. Easy to make a plain text file into a JS highlighted file. I've never used ligatures in a code font before, so I wanted to try it out. Try ... It's kind of weird that there's like a dual process going on here because it changes equals first. So if I type equals greater than sign, it combines the equals and then it combines that with the greater than sign. So if I type ... it combines those, and so ... changes it twice. You can see that happening. I wonder what this looks like if I press shift right or shift left. Yeah, that still works fine. Am I doing documentation? No, Jenna, I'm working on just kind of making Visual Studio Code like how I have Sublime set up. Oh, this that I'm doing? These are just notes I take for myself. It's not slow for me. Maybe power mode is slowing it down. Nonsense. Power mode can't slow anything down. It's the best plugin that exists. Let me disable it. False. ... It's faster. Yeah, it's instantaneous, I think. Yeah, it is power mode. Oh no. Oh no. Open an existing file. Yeah, I wonder if I'm going to notice any major differences here. Yeah, minus looks a little different, I guess. Like very slightly different. Does look kind of strange. I don't like this font. That's the problem. I like the hack font. So I don't think I'm going to use Fear of Code for that reason, not because of ligatures. Hey, pixelpro.co. No, but the delay does seem to only be due to power mode. Because like here, there's no delay whatsoever. Why make it basically look like Sublime? The looks are not important as much as the functionality. So that it looks like Sublime is because Sublime was very bare bones here. We have a title bar, we have tabs, we have basically nothing else. And that's what I wanted here too. Title bar, tabs, basically nothing else. So that's why it happens to look like Sublime. I mean, also, sure, I'm using the same font and the same syntax highlighter. In my mind, that's just because I happen to like those font and syntax highlighting. But the goal wasn't necessarily to make it look like Sublime. It was make it act like Sublime. The best programming font. I'm not going to look in other fonts, I think. I'm really happy with Hack, so I think we're going to continue to use Hack. I just wanted to try out Fear of Code, and I did, and I don't like it, and we're going to go back to normal. So, Hack. There. Ah. Look at this. Okay, I need Control-Shift-D to delete a line. So let's go take a look at that. Remove line, maybe? Remove line comment? No. Remove breakpoint. Remove. Nope. Maybe it's delete. Delete line. Control-Shift-K. Not anymore. Ooh, what? There. Okay. Cool. So that should work. Yeah. So we have duplicate, we have delete. I do use duplicate every once in a while for something like this. Like I've got something typed out and I want to duplicate that. And in Sublime, that's that thing I was just talking about earlier. In Sublime, it would let me do something like this, and then I could duplicate the line. So if I want to draw a quick grid or something, I could do that and be like, here's what we need to path find between or something. I'm not using the Sublime text key map. How about just use Sublime? Well, there are some benefits we get here, but that's the whole point of today is try this out and see what we're missing and what is better than Sublime. What did I just do that was on this list? I don't even remember. They wanted. Okay, so we're still on code snippets. I got sidetracked a million times getting there. But yeah, we're going to write our first code snippet. Creating your own. File preferences. Okay, so let's go write this down. Visual Studio Code. Snippets, reference. Oops. Open issue from 2015 in the HackFont GitHub page that suggests adding programming ligatures. Oh, I don't even necessarily want ligatures. I just wanted to try it. Unfortunately, Fear of Code is not a very nice font. I don't know. Just it's not right for me. Yeah, I don't like it. There are other fonts with ligatures, but really the test here was just to see am I happy with them or not. I don't think they really add a whole lot, to be honest. If people like them, great. I'm not going to try to convince you not to like them, but they're kind of a gimmick in my mind. I can even make snippets. Yeah, we're going to see how this works. So create your own file preferences, change the language, new global snippets file. I don't want it to necessarily be global though. I see a Hindi tab in your notes. Are you learning the language? Learning implies that I'm still learning, so no, I don't think so. I can't really say that. My wife speaks Hindi and I wanted to learn more to be able to talk to her in Hindi. be kind of funny if we still just never spoke the same language. But yeah, I kind of gave up on that for now. I'm learning French now. And I wouldn't say I'm putting a ton of time into that. I think individual characters are easier to read. It'd be kind of cool if you could make something like the word blueprint turn into, you know, something like this. So when you typed it, it just looked like this, and you'd start calling functions on it. Whoa, 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 what the heck just happened? Clone. I tried typing clone, and you see what just happened there? Dot clone. How did, what? What? Hey, T Phoenix. And Sizzlor. Like it should seem almost as controversial as tabs and spaces. I'm still trying to figure out what happened here. What did happen here? It's not even making the emoji anymore. Dot clone. Yeah, that. What? What? What's going on? Yeah, that's messed up. If we can't use emojis in Visual Studio Code, I don't even know what we're doing. Rage dot clone. Yeah, okay, that works. But nope. Dot clone. Well, you guys saw it. Something's messed up here. Although this renders these way better than Sublime does. Look at the rage emoji in Sublime. Boring. Now look at it in Visual Studio Code. Okay, well, I don't code with emojis, but every once in a while I like to write an emoji somewhere. So yeah, now we've got emoji support, I guess. And I should be writing these things down as I find them. Things, comparison to Sublime. Emoji support is better. What was the other thing that I found? There were probably some other things I found that I liked already. Oh yeah, Git integration by default is nice. JavaScript auto completion and general awareness of the language is nice. Make the rage emoji the image for power mode. I'll call it angry mode. I actually think that'd be really cool if you could have little emojis fly out of your code as you're typing it. Because one of the things you might have noticed is, oh, I turned off power mode. Hang on, that was obviously a mistake. You never want to disable power mode. Yeah, one of the things you might have noticed is as you're typing, it says combo timer at the bottom. First of all, this is ridiculous. But second of all, it'd be kind of cool if you had different emojis based on the combo level. So clearly this is the next project we're going to have to work on. That way we could just have it be normal particles and then change into fireballs. Hey, Totomo. And Chaos Theory. Yeah. So this power mode is pretty silly. Yeah, this keeps happening. What's going on? I just can't type anymore. It's stuck here. It thinks I pressed Windows period. I didn't do that though. Oh, I did last. Wait, what happened there? This is a test of normal typing. Why did it stop me from typing? It's not insert. I didn't press insert. Wait, insert doesn't even do anything in Visual Studio Code. Well, that's weird. Visual Studio insert mode. Text overwrite? Oh, Visual Studio Code. Whoops. Yeah, if power mode really is breaking everything, that would kind of suck. But I feel like it's emojis that are breaking everything right now. You can't enable insert mode? Cursor overwrite mode. I made an overtype extension. I don't know how I feel about this. Still waiting for the first snippet. Yeah. The insert key doesn't actually seem to do anything in VSC. So still I can't figure out why. Does it have to do with the letter letter combination that's in now. Do I still have that keyboard shortcut? Control I. No, I don't. Granny Sip. You're dead to me. Alright, well, we don't want a global snippets file. I don't even know how I got sidetracked from that. Well, let's type snippet and find out. Global snippet. Where did you find this? Select user snippets under file preferences. Select the language. File preferences. User snippets. Oh, you can't access this menu any other way? What? That seems weird. User snippets. Oh, there we go. Okay, so user snippets, and then we want to make a new JavaScript React. Probably just JavaScript. Place your snippets for JavaScript here. Each snippet is defined under a snippet name and has a prefix, body, and description. Okay, let's try this out then. So this will just be testaroni, prefix, test, body, test, succeeded. I know I did not actually write succeeded. Description, no way, Jose. Alright, let's try that out. So now I go into a JavaScript file, I hit Control KM, change to JavaScript, and type test. Success! Haha! I wrote a snippet. Issue comment. Is this on insert mode? Project level extensions and snippets. Wait, I don't think I want this. Yeah, I just want, well, I mean, I guess this is a Botland specific snippet, but that's fine. I just won't type this in another project. How do you wrap string in quotations? Just select text and what? Oh, it's got to have the right language set for that. Yeah, select text and then just type a parenthesis or type a curly brace or something like that. Overtype. Yeah. I'm surprised it's not out of the box. Do people not like that? Because I like using it every once in a while. It's especially useful for making progress bars. Because you type something like this, and then you want to write text over it. Progress. See? Perfect. This stuff still needs to be done. Did I copy this into here? I didn't. I meant to. Yeah, poggers bars. Yeah, well, we probably should copy this into here then. Just write these things down here. Always considered it a prank feature. I think it's helpful sometimes. That's the thing though, is I think there's a lot of very, very small functionality I use in some programs that I find helpful that other people probably don't even know exist. Now, I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back, but I've said this before. If you write a function, you've got something like, I don't know, add money to account, and you write it out, you got money account, and you're like, you know what, I want those arguments to be in a different order. You can transpose words in Sublime. And this is something, and it happens across the comma here. And this is something that probably a lot of people just be like, oh, let's just move these. I'll copy this over to here. I'll put a comma here and delete this comma, and that's done, right? But it's helpful, so you should use it. Okay, well, the snippet seemed to be pretty easy to make. Let's go close out of some of these things and write the snippet we actually want. It's talking about insert mode. You're talking about this, right? Oh, as opposed to overwrite mode. Oh, okay, sure, fine. You're convincing me to use Sublime Text. Really, Martin? Do you not like Visual Studio Code after watching this? Yeah, rewrite the whole thing. And hey again, Nasty. I would prefer Vim over Emacs, but I only tried Emacs for about an hour. I put time into trying to learn Vim. So rather than this, because snippets do seem pretty easy, you pretty much just type user snippets. Yeah. TLDR. Well, I'll just write summary. Control Shift P, user snippets. Pick the language you want, or global, and then just follow the instructions in the file that is created, or the reference link above. Hey, tryhard. TypeScript makes me change the VS Code. Do I have CSS Peak extension? No, I haven't actually looked into any extensions yet, other than the couple that I wanted for just other things already. I didn't realize this whole stream was going to take like I said, like 5 hours to do. So I guess I'll try to stay a little longer. I only planned on it being 2 or 3 hours, and it's been 2.5. But I'll stay for at least another hour, I guess. Just kind of trying to mess with some of these things. Also has Git review mode. Utilize tab stops for inserting at specific positions in the snippet. Okay, well, let's go take my Sublime snippet that has Git component, this thing. So this is what we want to write here. And we're going to go figure out how to do this. If you didn't mess around with power mode for so long, then I wouldn't have been a powerful coder. C17R. I don't know where that sentence was going, but your opinion is wrong. So Git component. Well, botland-git component. Description gets a component from an entity in botland. So prefix is, what actually is it? I don't know. Git component. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Git component. And the code that we want, let's just copy this in and see if this works without us having to do anything. Yeah, let's just try something like that. I don't know. I have a feeling this stuff's all gonna break. Yeah, invalid escape character and string. I'll put this here, but I still think this isn't gonna work. And then what's this? Invalid characters, control characters must be escaped. They didn't escape anything. Oh, because it was a tab. What's that power mode? I'm gonna change the options back to what it used to be instead of this exploding rift. We could use fireworks for a bit. This is a test. It's just like Independence Day. God. Missing a closing curly brace. Wait a second. What did I have in here? Oh, an extra closing curly brace. Yeah. Thanks, Nasty. Heard of Wolfram? Yeah, I have. I use this every once in a while, like days since September 8th, 2015, when people ask about how many days have I been streaming for. I use Wolfram Alpha. I don't know if you're talking about the programming language they were trying to do. You have to change max explosions. Oh man. Can you quick search and list dialogues like the file browser on the left in Visual Studio Code? I don't know what list dialogues you need, but I think you're just talking about Control P, in which case, yeah, you can. Yeah, it's unique. Okay, so let's go try this out. Set this to JavaScript, and then type Git component. And we type health component, tab over to entity, say something like bot entity, and then tab over to here. Yeah, that worked. This isn't tabbed in, and also this was totally wrong. So in Sublime, there's a way that when you have something like this, you have snippet var. I'm going to turn off power mode. This is ridiculous. Actually, before we turn it off, let's try one more preset, the magic preset. insanely stupid. Yeah, I want the subtle particles that I used to have. So let's just turn this off for now. Anyway, there was a way to do something like this, where you'd have snippet var 1, and then have it be snippet var 1 in the next instance of it. Hey, Arctic. I'm doing well. Tab equals. I'm not using too many plugins yet, Arctic, for this. Google tells you days since that too. Oh yeah, Micah. Yeah, but there are other things you can do on Wolfram Alpha, like draw a green cube, which you probably can't do on Google. That's not green. Oh, there it is. Oh. Draw a pink cube. Wolfram Alpha knows everything. But for some reason it renders it as yellow first. That's not pink. That's orange. You have to write literally to insert a tab. And if you want multiple, you have to use, etc. Wait, what? Tab stops. Not that. Yeah, I don't think I understand what you're suggesting here. Where did my get component snippet go? Where did the snippet go? Oh, I'm adding... Oh, I see. All of your snippets go into one file. Oh, that's different. That's not how it works in Sublime. In VSC, all of your snippets for a particular language go into a single file, rather than being defined in individual files like in Sublime. To get indentation in a snippet with a tab. Wait, can I not just do /t? Get component. Where's it even pulling those things from? Yeah, that works. Yeah, I can just do that, right? Okay, but then the second part about how do I capitalize something in here. So I want to regex replace inside of a snippet. How does that work? Regex. Wait, what? That's not the link I wanted. That's not the link I wanted. This. Variables also support regular expression replacements. $ this, regex format options. Yeah, so why was this not working? I had slashes here, and it said that it hates me. Would have thought backslashes would work. Dot plus /u1. Literally what I said, tab equals. I don't know what that means. Highly recommend adding a scope variable to all your JS snippets so they work in multiple languages. Scope, JavaScript, JavaScript, React, TypeScript. Wait, but all my files get saved as just JS. I hate .proto. I think if I ever don't see it showing up in a file, or I see it showing up in a file that it shouldn't be in, I'll modify the scope. But otherwise, I think that's fine. I don't know what's wrong here though. I guess let's just search Visual Studio Code snippet regex. This is not what I want. Create your own snippets. A regular expression. Variable transforms. Yeah, here. Yeah, this is what I want, but why can't I get this to work? They have an example of this? Yeah, it should just be putting backslashes here. $1 /. Yep. .star. Okay. And then / U1. Oh, you're saying I need to put type of here? that? Is that what I need? You'll use JavaScript React for all files containing JSX. Oh, it detects it. Oh, so it's not based on the file name necessarily. Testeroni. No, this doesn't work either, right? How do you do this? Might as well have JS snippet in both languages. So this particular one, you're saying if it finds something like this, I won't have access to it? Git component? No, I don't think I understand what you're saying here, Hideo. But either way, I think that part's fine. The thing I'm trying to figure out is how do I get this to get capitalized? Because in Sublime this works. The behavior I want is this. I type git component, and I type something like health. It's lowercase here, and then capitalized automatically over here. TM selected text. No, it's got to be the first variable that this happens to. What snippet feature am I trying to do? Yeah, the capitalization of a particular thing. And I can't figure that out. Then again, I don't know what U1 means here. These are probably... What are these? Where's the... Here. Yeah, they write what this is. Transformations. They had something else written out. Yeah, here it is. Format options. So regex format. What does the U do? I don't need this. This is the flag. I want to find the options. I don't know where I would do that here. Look at the variables further up. Insert value of a variable. No text is selected. $0. Isn't it this issue? Snippet transformations? Oh, this just isn't even possible? Then they added it. It now supports variable transformations. Oh, you can just do $1 / capitalize? Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot easier. Let me take a look at that again. Yeah. Except for there's a colon after it. Wait, what? What am I missing here? Let me just copy this. Oh, it's got the TM file name and everything too. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see. But I don't want it to be the file name that gets replaced. So we want this, but for it to be $1. So /.star / like that. I'll need to take a look at this again. I messed something up. U is for one character. Oh, thanks, Doc Proto. Hey, Grace. take a look at this. Resolve the value for this. That's not what I want though here. And then use a regular expression to create a matching group. Oh, that needs to be in... No, I did that. And then use the matching group that I have, which in this case is $1 and started with capitalize. Oh, there's a slash before capitalize. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. No, I'm still doing this wrong. Let's copy this over here again and just take a look at it one more time. There is the ending slash after capitalized. Oh, I see. Got it. Yep. You guys are right. Component. Oh, I still messed this up. Okay, let's cut all of this other stuff out of here. And then I don't want this outer one. I want the inner one. So let's just now replace this. This is $1. This is dot plus. We get rid of the Java part of this. We end up with this. So this is what it should look like. And now we delete all of that. And that is clearly not what I had. No, I still messed up. Alright, I don't know. Plus instead of star. I know I have a plus here instead of a star. That's because my original, my Sublime version of this had a plus, which is what I want to have happen here anyway. Yeah, here. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It could be a star. That's fine. But yeah, I don't understand what I messed up. $1. Maybe this just needs to, maybe this $sign can be gone. No, that wouldn't make any sense because now it's going to search the wrong thing. Or maybe that has to be in brackets. Have I decided to not use VS Code? No, I'm just testing it out. I haven't decided one way or the other really what's going to happen here. Yeah, I think this is just weird syntax. I think I gotta... I think I have to do that. Some messed up thing here. We'll get there. We will figure this out. Maybe check first if the example works. And hey, Luke. Don't remember you wearing glasses? I've been wearing glasses for most of my life. There was one time where I wore contacts. It was a long time ago. Can I post git component in a gist so you can try it? You mean this one? Yeah, I know about the Sublime key bindings. I'm purposely not using those. Thanks, Beshik. So checking the example if it works. Yeah, let's try that out. So we'll just paste this in here. And then we can type p class. This won't be JavaScript, but that's fine. Untitled -11. Did it capitalize it? I don't think it did. Yeah, public class. It should have capitalized this. It's not even working. Why is it gotta make a fool out of me? Yeah, so the example doesn't work. So then, do I not? I just installed this though. I have to have the newest version. 117. 121. Okay, Gore. It isn't going to uppercase, only capitalize the first letter. Oh, that's what capitalized means? Oh, man. Oh. I couldn't tell because this already starts with an uppercase letter. So it looked like it was doing nothing to me. But I guess if I had this in a file that I save as a lowercase letter thing, lowercase.js, and then type p class, it's gonna... No, it's still lowercase. No, this isn't doing anything. No, this is all wrong. Or maybe because it has to find Java in here? No, yeah, you guys are right. Yeah. So what, U case is what you guys suggested? Up case? What's up, dog? Yeah, there we go. Alright. I wrote upcase a long time ago. It's very difficult, Liquidor, very difficult to parse through everything that's happening. Yeah, so this is working now. Now we figure out how to get this part to work. So this changes to upcase. That's all fine. There's one good. And dot star, yeah, that's good. And then this part I don't exactly know how to do. Maybe it could just be one. Wait, typo. No, I think I need this part here too. Colon, $sign. No, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this. Because what it's doing here is it's changing the file name to be uppercase. What I want to do is I want to change whatever the user typed to be uppercase. But I don't know how to get this to work because I don't want it to be the number 1 that gets treated as the literal number 1. I want it to be treated as whatever the user typed. And I can't figure out how to do that. What's the end result? The end result is getting something like this to happen. I type the word health in all lowercase and it gets capitalized over here. So that way I can do something like get a physics component. Physics. It's named physics component, so it looks nice here, and it's capitalized over here because I capitalize all the component names in this thing. So basically, whatever the user types is typed out exactly normally here, and then later on it gets typed out like that. And I can't figure out how to do that. But that works now? What do you mean? That doesn't work now. That works in Sublime. That was Sublime I just showed you. I can't get it to work in Visual Studio. What I have right now is I type get component and I type health and it's not capitalizing it. The one will be captured already by default from VS Code Snippet. That's your regex. So the thing that I messed up is this is being treated literally as the number 1, I think. And I don't know how to change that. Maybe $1 here. But that's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Can you just do one upcase? Yeah, maybe. Let's try that out. I guess the other thing I should do is remove all the other crops that I have here. Alright, I don't know. Well, anyway, if you guys want to suggest some things here, just try it in Visual Studio Code, because it's probably faster than me typing this out and then trying it. Because what I want is something like this, one type of, and we'll just put the same $1 over here, and then get rid of all of these things. So now this get component function, that's weird. Why doesn't JVS find JavaScript? Oh, is fuzzy matching completely different from Sublime? Because that's a big problem if it is. Can I type BPS to find blueprint selector? Yeah, I can. Oh, so fuzzy matching just doesn't work the same way in every menu. That kind of sucks. So if I type JAScript, wait, what? That does work. Why did JVS not find JavaScript then? Wow. It said J star V star S. I don't like that. Fuzzy matching in searches in the command bar doesn't always work how I'd expect. So in Sublime I could type JVS, and I'll find JavaScript. Yeah. To match set syntax JavaScript. In VSC, in the set language menu, Control KM, JVS doesn't work, but J star V star S does. Hey, Soda. According to the issue, I linked you way earlier. Still not possible. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because you linked the issue and then someone else had linked that the version went up, but that was probably before this. Is this my job? So, yeah, if you take a look at the FAQ, there's just testing out Visual Studio is not my job, but I make a game called Botland, and that is my full-time job. Yeah. It's on the roadmap? Or why did you link this? I should probably read this at some point, though. JS, fewer keystrokes. Yeah, that's true. But JS goes to JSON, so I wanted to type JVS to get the minimal thing that gives me JavaScript, and I can't do that. So I need to type J star V star S, something like that. That was the whole point. That's why in Sublime you'll see me type Java, and the reason why is because that's the minimal thing that I need to type to get to JavaScript Babel. So whenever I make a new file, type Java, and then do something like get component, everything just works the way I expect. Anyway, yeah, it seems like this is not possible. You can use ASC. Oh, as long as they're contiguous characters. Okay. Will it ever be open source? I can't say that it'll never be open source, but it's not the plan to make it open source right now. JAS also works? How does that work? They probably have some weird rules for this. Yeah, they probably act like you have a star if the letter you're searching for after it is capitalized. VSC has some just has a different set of rules. JAS works because it's written as JavaScript, and VSC sees the capitalized S, so it implicitly adds, it must implicitly add, treat JAS like JAS. Yeah, I made Botlad. Botlad is the thing that lets you control the lights in here. Okay. So JAS, what else was the thing that works? ASC also works because the characters are contiguous. Soda, do you mind taking a look at the FAQ? I only ask because there are a lot of things that are mentioned in there. The lights, what I'm working on, whether this is my full-time job. So, yeah, if you don't mind taking a look at that. I know, I don't mean this to like scold you or something. I'm just saying this happens every once in a while where someone comes in and like gets linked the FAQ and then just asks like 6 questions off of it anyway. But yeah, it's fine. And you don't need to read through everything, by the way. I'm just saying if you have a question like, hey, is this your full-time job? Just, yeah, do a search first. If it's there, then read it. If not, feel free to ask in chat. You can customize the language identifiers using the URL above. Okay. So in this particular case, apparently customize them. Alright, so the issue that Hideo had linked in earlier is what's stopping us from doing this, I think. Let me see if I can find that issue again. Yeah. I do like pineapple on pizza, yes. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like this is working. So problems I have with VSC. Snippets don't support transformations for a user type variable. My Git component. Yeah. Did I make a Discord bot? No, I didn't, Savage Sandwich. You might be thinking of Dank Memer. That was written by someone else. Hey, Fazimi. I'm not really programming bots, Soda. It's a game about programming bots. And even then, I'm not working on that game right now. I'm working on just trying out Visual Studio Code. Do you work with music when you code off stream? Yeah, but I don't do a whole lot of coding off stream. The only music you could have now is if I play something for you. Because I don't tend to use music on stream. I know this isn't what you asked, Lazy, but this command kind of talks about why I don't play music on stream. For example, I have a Git component snippet in Sublime that lets the user, maybe I should just try to, that shows something like this. The bolded type ofs are what the user can type, and they're capitalized, and the second instance gets capitalized regardless of what the user types. I can't seem to do that in VSC. You can also quick open files. That I've been doing. Yeah, I think that's fine. What's my favorite thing I made? You mean music or code? That's probably someone who listens to white noise or something. Ah, yes. White noise track number 4062. This one's a classic. There is kind of a fuzzy search above Siegel. If you press colon first, it's just not, yeah, you can't type like, I don't know, what, Kappa, yeah, you can't type like KP for Kappa Pride. Code? Yeah, it's tough to answer. Favorite thing I ever coded. I mean, Botland is definitely the biggest project and the one I'm most proud of, but I haven't finished it yet. Quick open source multiple files with right arrow. Oh yeah, so does Sublime, actually. I should write that down in here. Control P, using Control P to quick open files is just like Sublime in that, well, it's not just like Sublime. You can press the right arrow to like to open the file outside of the temporary buffer. Above Siegel. Alright, well then back to this. So it sounds like we can write snippets, we just can't write them to capitalize things. And I don't know how frequently I would do this anyway. I have the user snippets folder, user snippets. So we'll switch to this directory and I will search for, I don't know what to even search for here. What gave us that? It's a /u is what I did. /u start. I did this in, yeah, I did this in 2 different places and I liked this. And same thing here. What did this do? What is this? Reds? Oh, I'd capitalized the first letter. Oh yeah, so I used this in a few different places. Hey, Donder. What exactly got me to switch to VS Code was them fixing the FPS issue. There were frame rate issues on their terminal? Format on paste, true. Oh, I usually switch between Control-Shift-V and Control-V. How do I like it so far? I don't know. I don't dislike it. I think the best way to switch to an editor like this is to just use it for everything for like a week, and as you come across things that are different, change them. Unfortunately, when you're just starting out with an editor and you already had heavily customized the last one, then it's going to involve you getting sidetracked constantly. So even right now, when I'm doing something like I'm typing text, I say console.log and I'm like, oh, whoops, I capitalized the C. What I would typically do is go back to here and I hit Control K, Control L in Sublime. And it's just not a command here. I can't do that. So I need to go figure out how do I do that. In Sublime, when I do that, it lowercases it. And if I had just random letters capitalized here, it would lowercase the whole thing. And like I want that in Visual Studio Code, and it's presumably possible. I need to look through extensions to figure it out, but I haven't done it yet. And am I happy with the keyboard? Yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, so I think that probably a lot of other things that I have on this page are like either extensions or just those minor customizations of like, okay, I got a lowercase letters, how do I do that? And then soft undo. Soft undo is something that I don't know, it doesn't usually exist in other editors. Let's see if it exists here. Cursor undo. Oh, interesting. So this does apparently exist. So if I have a bunch of this and I search for too many and I hit Control U, so that works. What about if I extend the selection? That works too. Yeah, neat. Okay, I think I had tried that earlier and I could have sworn it didn't work. Is there a way to skip Control K, move last selection to next find match? Have I ever used PHP professionally? Only briefly. Do I want to change the entire name to lowercase? Well, so ideally, I want what Sublime does exactly for some things like this, where I've just gotten used to the behavior. So in Sublime, if you have a lowercase word and you want to change it, I don't need to select the word. The cursor can just be next to it and it'll change. But if I do select part of it, it'll only modify that part now. So ideally, I want that in Visual Studio Code as well. And what's my monitor? Okay, well, there's one other thing I want here, which is the ability to skip over one of these things when I'm searching through this. I wonder if there's a way to do that. That's the behavior you get in Visual Studio Code. Oh, I'm not saying that's not the case. I just don't know the shortcut for it yet. Skip is move last selection to next find match. Next find match. Yeah, Control K, Control D. Okay, so we just need to change this to Control KE. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's working the same way now. What about this? Can I split lines? Select all occurrences of current selection. Oh, that I want to be Alt F3, which is probably something else already. Ah, I see. Thanks. And yeah, I know about being able to use Sublime bindings. I just wanted to look through this. So soft undo, this exists. So we're gonna put that there. Transforming selection, lowercase, uppercase, title case. So I use all of these, and this is the kind of thing where I just have to set this up. Oh, whoops. I meant to press 4. No, I didn't help make it, Savage Sandwich. Oh, no problem, DJ Concarne. It's totally fine. Because if I was looking for that and I didn't know about it, that would be really helpful. So duplicate a line, yeah, transforming selections. What was the other thing that I wanted? This? I guess I got this. So select everything, Alt F3. Do we have a use for this? Show next change. What is this even? Dirty diff.next. Yeah, we're gonna have to change that. Split is select all occurrences of match find. Control Shift L. No, so that there are two different things I'm looking for here, I guess. Control Shift L is what this does. So I have something here, and I hit Control Shift L, and it selects every single one of them, and I can change it to something else. However, what I want that to be a different shortcut, and what I wanted Control Shift L to be is this, where it splits the cursors into just all of the different lines. So that now I have multiple cursors set up like that. I used that a decent amount, so I need to figure that out. Can I explain soft undo? Yeah, so let's say I want to select the first 5 instances of foo. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I accidentally do it a 6th time. If I press escape, I'm going to need to press it another 5 times because it's going to clear out my entire selection. So what Control U does is it's like a soft undo. It just undoes my selections. So that's also useful if I'm doing something like this, where I'm selecting a bunch of these up and down, and I want everything but the top and bottom lines. I might hit Control U, and I can shrink the cursor again. So I can go backwards through my cursors. So apparently Alt F3 is used for diffing in here. Multiple cursors in Visual Studio Code. Yeah, this is all fine. I have all of these things set up right now. What I don't have set up is a way to split it into the lines that I'm on. Yeah, none of these talk about that. Here it is. Shift Alt I. Okay, that's it. And what's the name of this? Create multiple cursors from selected lines. Wait a second, what? They have it as Shift Alt I. But I don't see this. Add cursors to line ends is what they call it. Okay, that's probably what I want. So I select a bunch of these, and then I press Shift Alt I. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Yeah, the problem is I don't know what it's called, EJ. So in this case, it's add cursors to line ends. The other one was like split multiple selections or something. And so when I found the name over here, I thought, oh, okay, I'll search for that. But yeah. Okay. Oh, speaking of some other things I need to do. Get game delcom EOTW.com food.exe. No need to sass me. Okay, so we want add cursor to line ends. For that, so this is Control Shift L in Sublime. And then the existing Control Shift L is called what exactly? Get game was something for back when the game was maybe 2 months old, and it would tell you how you could play. Breath of the Wild was for advertising last night's stream, and food.exe was for advertising EJ's stream. So this is Alt F3 in Sublime. can also use Shift Alt to do a box selection. Not sure that works. But I also don't know if I want that. What I do want is middle click drag to do something, and I don't know how to customize mouse actions in here. Yeah, Malambert, I don't know what else to say about that. Where was last night's stream? It was on Mitch of Canadia's channel. Yeah. Alright, so what did we just run into that I don't know how to change? Oh yeah. Find out if it's possible to have middle click drag do what it does in Sublime. Yeah, so in Sublime what would happen is you could pick the box you want around something. Draw it like that. Do I live near Mitch? Yeah, close enough, I'd say. And you can't even do this with alt clicking or whoa, what in the world? That's not what I expect from that. Oh, that's what Nicarp was saying. You can use Shift Alt when clicking. Oh, I thought you were saying using it with arrows. Yeah. Okay, so that's not actually still what I want. Because what it's doing is if the cursor's here and I alt click starting from here, it selects from where the cursor was. Whereas in Sublime, I can just draw a box wherever I want. Are you going to be using VS Code for the long run from here on out, or is this just for today? So Swine, here's what I was talking about earlier, is that in order for me to switch editors involves a lot of customization, and if I do this up front, it won't involve context switching during a task, a coding task. So for example, I set out to write a new feature in Botland. I can't capitalize text how I expect to be able to. I go hunting through settings, and then I'm lost in configuration at that point. I don't want this to happen. Yeah, unfortunately I can't easily get a dark theme Veshik for OneNote. I use command click on OS X. Not sure what that is on Windows. I would assume it's just right click to do something. I don't know. Yeah, but it looks like middle click does nothing here. Like absolutely nothing. No, that's kind of the point of the stream though, Swine. I mean, I guess I could say I'm lost in configuration, but that's the goal, is to just figure out what's going on. Well, let me take a break really fast. Yeah. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, Alt-Shift-Drag is a square selection, but it's slightly different. In VS Code, it goes from the cursor to the pointer, and in Sublime, it goes from the cursor to wherever you drag it to. And is this level of customization something that a lot of coding professionals do? I don't know if I'd say a lot. I think in general, people want the right key bindings, and then from there, they're generally pretty happy. So if you use Vim, you want Vim key bindings mostly everywhere. But I don't think many people are really going to dive into all these menus and try to figure out all the different features. Some people definitely do. I just don't think that's the majority. So I wonder about pasting things in at the right indentation level into just plain text. So something like this. How does that work? So if I just hit paste, it does that. If I Control Shift V, yeah, there's no other paste. There's no unformatted paste. Do I ever really have a need for this? Yeah, I do. In the to-do list. Let's look it up. Paste at indentation level. Paste and indent. No, it's not this stuff. Huh. Hey, Pixelize. I think it's good. It's definitely not a bad editor or anything. It's just there's a lot to take in, and there's a lot that I haven't done yet. I'll just close everything right now. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot that I customized in Sublime. I don't think we're at the point where we can just switch. If I were to do this again, I need to do this. Maybe this is what I'll work on Sunday for a little bit. I'll probably get sidetracked a lot. Format on paste true. No, so the thing that I'm looking for here specifically, Spoon Bites, is let's say I've got this text and I want to paste it into somewhere else. In Sublime, if I hit Control V, it's going to copy it with the indentation. Control Shift V will... Oh, actually, that didn't work how I expected it to. I do this all the time in here. Huh, okay. Never mind, I don't even know how to describe this then, because clearly it doesn't work how I think it does. It's something like ignore... Yeah, I don't know how to say this. Oh well, clearly it doesn't work how I expect. Hey, Lucidate and Ozzy. You might have been watching Kip Boga, and then he raided me. Could have been what happened. Because it does put you into another channel. So where'd we leave off today? Well, we got a bunch of stuff done. And I don't know. There's still a bunch of stuff that we'd have to look through. Yeah, so try out Fira code. I didn't like that. If I like VSE enough to switch to it, consider blogging. Look through changes to find some features. Yeah, this is another thing that just goes on the to-do list, basically. Hey, Lalami. Do I use any code formatter for my code? If you mean something like prettier, no. I have some features in Sublime that I can kind of use. So let's say all this was tabbed weirdly. I can press Control-Alt-F and get it to be tabbed correctly. But that's... I don't really rely on that. Yeah, no ligatures. Mandatory daily elegant. Oh yeah, I forgot about this too. Yeah, Swag Attacker. That's something I have to do. Right now, the way I see it is I'm not going to be switching to Visual Studio Code. So if I spend some more time customizing this, maybe I would, and then it'd be worth keeping the saving or the settings. Otherwise, I feel like there's no point in me even saving them because I'm not going to switch to this. You can debug JS with CodeRunner extension in the editor. Yeah, and I don't know how, if I'd want to even do that. I'd have to try that out at some point. And think of pasting the raw settings in the extension list. I made a format of Markdown and everything. Yeah, it was really nice of you today. And I do plan on looking through this again at some point. I think with Atom, I had determined that there was enough I didn't like, and there weren't enough plugins already. But Visual Studio Code has, I think, a bigger audience at this point. How can I do this with a minimal amount of effort? Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think I'm going to get going. Mouse keybinds are a work in progress for VS Code, so they're not even there yet. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll switch eventually, but I still just don't see myself doing this. Did I not write any mouse shortcuts down here? Yeah, so I'll have to write that here too. Get mouse shortcuts working. I have doubt about React Router. I'm doing a project in my internship and having a problem in creating more than routes for my project. Yeah, Lalami, you'll have to look at the documentation online for now. Is it even worth learning a different text editor when you're comfortable and productive with your current one? I think it's worth it, yeah. I think you can find out about things that you didn't know you wanted, and you can also possibly be even more productive. But yeah, I'm going to get going. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be back online tomorrow. It's the same normal schedule. We'll be online tomorrow. I'm going to be working on Botland. It's not Visual Studio Code. And there's another stream on Sunday. So I'm going to leave you guys with Yagamoth again. He's playing A Link to the Past. Whereas last time I hosted... Actually, I forgot what he was playing last time I hosted. But yeah, bye everyone. Thanks for watching.